my face for a second, just because you see the you see what OBS shows. But I'm gonna put you guys live now. Oh no, I'm not. That's the wrong button. Now you're live.
Yeah, too many buttons. I know
Too
that
many buttons.
feeling.
I got the Stream Deck. I got the XL, so I have all the different buttons.
That's my fighting game experience in a nutshell.
Too much power. But, you know, it's made running brackets so much easier because I don't have to type in scores or anything. I just hit, like, a plus button, a down button. It all works out.
And it increments the score for you. It's sick.
That's
yeah.
rad.
But how's everybody doing?
Am I doing or how?
You, the
doing?
chat, everybody. How is everybody doing?
Everyone at once.
I'm inclusive today.
Well, I'm doing pretty good considering I stayed up until like almost 6 a.m. because I was trying to stay up until 7 a.m. for the whole stream and fell asleep at some point. But hello, I'm Rowlet. Everybody knows I'm Rowlet.
I had to wake up at to be at work at 7, so I just like flew it into the Twitter cliff notes. It was perfect timing, you know. I was thinking about staying up. Someone said the stream started at 3. I'm like, yeah, that sounds super reasonable. But did not work out that way. Glad to have caught it though. Great news on there. I'm also here for the first time. My name's Dormancy207 on the various internet channels. So happy to be here. Thank you for having me. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I love some Grand Blue.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be some good-ass Grand Blue today, especially in light of all the news that we got last night. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, we've got some new faces in bracket today, and I think we're only gonna get more once like everything drops.
Definitely. I mean, $20 to be able to just try out the game, considering its price tag for the last 2 years, is insane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was holding out for a sale. So I just got a computer that could finally like run things that were made in the last 5 years, and I like looked at the autumn sale on Steam when I bought it, and I was just like, yeah, you know, we're in there. And I looked, and it's $60, and I was like, you are killing me. And so people were like, hold out for winter, and I was just like, I kind of want to like practice because you know we got some tournaments coming up, and I was like, well, you know, the Grand Blue like company's gonna do the fest thing they do every year and talk about all the new stuff they're doing, and so maybe they'll like drop it then. And I'm so glad I waited. Like, if anyone in chat has an idea of how I could spend $70, I'm suddenly in the position to do that in a insane way. So, yeah, let me know. But I'm definitely putting 50 down on the full game and getting my DLC on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's such a good deal. Such a good deal. And I mean, the nice thing too is the base roster is still like super viable. It's not like one of those games where it's just like pure power creep all the time where like if you don't have the DLC you can't play. So like even for $20, like
as base roster main, I can vouch for that.
I feel like there's so many characters that I want to play in this game, and they all, you know, you can play everyone at a base level really like simply, but I was thinking about that too. I was like, well, I could hold off and like just get the base thing for full boat, and then if the DLC goes on sale, I'm good, or like cherry pick. And I was like, you know, I can just like smash some buttons with Gran and have a blast if it comes to that. But yeah, every character that rolled out in like the first 2 like years, I guess, is like every time the trailer comes out, I'm like, yo, this is so cool. The new main, like I gotta play this stuff, like completely unlearn like all the work I put into someone else, and it's like just so much variety in an otherwise like, very simplified game. It's really cool.
Also,
go ahead.
Koyo, the character passes, I don't know if they're individually on sale, but now you can buy the base game with both passes for $50.
Yep.
Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, I don't know if you can get the individual ones for cheaper. That's a good question.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're reducing the prices on the individual DLC, and it's definitely not meant for if you only had the base game up until this point and didn't buy any of the DLC, I think it is actually worth it to get the legendary edition that has all the DLC on it.
Yeah, it's probably
already.
still cheaper.
I think it's the same price, if not cheaper.
But
I think all like the add-ons too. Like you get all the colorways and stuff. You know.
Yeah, exactly. You get all
bits
the
and
colors.
pieces. You get a gold brick if that matters to you. Real ones know.
Well, PS4 only, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Steam and PC have no rights.
Dead. That's okay.
I'm so sad because I really want the skin for the gacha game, and because there's another item that's attached to it that is actually really sought after. These codes are gonna be expensive as fuck, and I'm really mad.
Yeah.
People were paying $40 on the merch store for a different merch item that also came with the same item code. So these skin codes are gonna be expensive.
Oh, I believe it.
I just want to know if I can get like because I never did any of the season pass stuff when they rolled out. So like I want to know if I can get the frying pan, if I can get like all the
yeah, dude, I want the frying pan. Although
shrimp spreader, like there's some
I've been kind of
gear.
messing around with Djeeta, but I've been waiting on putting real time in the game until Vera drops.
So you get the
to be
frying pan?
honest, frying pan, but also just Vera. The second I saw Vera, I was like, there we go. See, my first introduction to like Psy games, Grand Blue, everything was Shadowverse.
Yeah, okay.
And I saw Vera and I was like, she's a sick character. And so the second I saw she was coming to this, I was like, I gotta play her. I don't care if she sucks. I don't care if she's bottom one. I gotta play her.
Yeah, I think she'll be pretty set up. I feel like there's a decent chance that the install thing will just not matter at all. And then she'll still be solid, like regular good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she has so many tools. Like, she has the install, and she has the flash kick. She has like Oki. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and she gets the install off both her super and her command grab, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's sick.
And then can we talk about Avatar Belial for a second, because they just
I haven't gone through his kit.
Oh god, they posted the ability listing. Oh my god.
I saw some of the photos and they look ridiculous.
Thank God he decrements HP whenever he uses an EX skill and has a lower HP pool, because his kit looks absolutely busted. It's stupid.
Yeah, I saw the eye lasers.
I gotta
the
go
double
through
gen.
it.
You know, the eye lasers, the command grab, SSBA, the
Wait, is SSBA's a command grab?
3 different air stalls, air to ground command grab.
Wait, he sounds like a gravy character.
Rekka. They were comparing him to a character called Demon, and I have no context of what that is, but it's just, I'm scared.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, the first one was scary enough, right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh god.
That character was tough.
They were comparing him to Double Jin from Tekken.
Yeah, I saw the eye lasers and I immediately was just
he has
like,
Raging Demon.
Oh.
Well, that's what that means.
The new Belial gravy. Sounds like your character. But we've got our first matchup now. We've got Andy versus Koyo.
Go. Andy and Koyo. Oh, Yuel.
Yuel. Love to see it. And classic, Katalina. This character's not going anywhere. They could have 4 more seasons, and you're still gonna get hit with that like forward advancing stab.
I know.
That's wall bounce. It's 50%.
It's still such a solid character.
And the people that like to play Katalina are going to do that for the next 4 years too. You know what I mean? Like people who love the fundamentals are just so content with like ripping fireballs in neutral, and then like waiting for that one moment where you're gonna get crushed, and just they'll do it forever. They don't need any sauce. It's perfect.
I'm a Percival player, so that's basically 70% of my game right there too.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, let's get started. First match of the night.
Running right in, love it. Okay, and we're using that forward advancing move from Yuel. That's relatively safe, I believe.
It's
good
pretty
way to...
safe, you can't get punished.
Okay, yeah, good way to like, get some corner pressure going. Oh, here we go.
Oh, tried to connect the 2L into 5H, gets the counter hit overhead.
I like that sweep to kind of maintain like control, You don't necessarily need the damage off that overhead. Pressure.
Just runs right into it.
Swinging back and forth. Here we go.
Koyo trying to find their opening.
Yep,
As
a little bit of
Katalina
stagger
corner.
offense.
Ooh.
Oh wow, swept out of the overhead. Lucky
Wait,
break for Katalina.
I'm so surprised it hit.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Ooh,
just
and the wake up throw.
throws it.
Abari?
Wake up SPA, it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, we're all sleeping on wake up this turn. You know, you get wake up thrown, and it's like, okay, like I gotta, you know, top this one somehow. I think that's the best way you can go about it.
Coming into round 2.
Big dash. 4 years. They'll do this as long as this game is rolling. I promise.
I mean, that's one of the draws, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. The dream. I was joking that they should put Chun-Li in this game, but I think Katalina really does like fit that role nicely, where you get to play long buttons, you know, single hit pokes, but like tons of damage when you get the right call out.
It's definitely the footsie's love and letter.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh
This
my
game
god.
has plenty of that. Fantastic. Another wake up throw. That is working out really nicely for Koyo today. And the low, we're going under.
Just DP. I'm out.
Oh,
and
full
the
screen.
random-
You love to see it.
EX lunge.
Yeah, always have to be looking for that when it's on cooldown. It's just, especially if you're near the corner, it leads to so much. Like, if that wall bounce, if they needed any more damage, they certainly had
Yeah,
it.
the wall bounce would have gotten it for them, exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going into game 2 here. No character swaps from Koyo.
Looking at Yuel, definitely has the tool set to make this work. It can hang in neutral pretty alright, I think, against this character.
Really just wants to try and find an opening, but so far is having kind of a hard time, except these 2-on-4 into the low sweep has been getting a lot.
Oh.
Oh my god, the guard crush.
Reset. Okay, overhead lands. Feeling a little pressured in the corner.
This is definitely where Andy wants to have Yuel right in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Nice catch on the jump out.
Yeah, escapes, but not too much life left to really mount a comeback, and this gets jabbed out. Nice simple combo from Andy. Gonna go up to match point here.
Andy really just has to stick to his game plan. Just play footsies.
Yep, huge
Try to
cross
convert
up.
as many of these hits. Clash goes into the EX Fireball. Ooh, the counter hit 5H into 2-on-4. Unfortunately, spent it mid-screen, so isn't able to get the wall bounce right there.
Yeah, no cooldowns available. And these overheads totally paying off. Down back, causing a lot of trouble for Koyo.
Trying to poke him out. Oh, the
Jeez,
DP!
The buffer too strong.
Alright, this could be Koyo's chance to get some damage back on the board. Oh, the DP, but wasn't able to punish.
A little slow on the punish. Here we go.
We'll punish that one. Goes for auto combo into DP.
Nice little combo.
Yep. You don't want to get hit. Oh my god, there's a lot of whip DPs this round.
A lot of TPs, but good slow play, you know, not committing to anything that won't work. Oh, the overhead, a little too cautious. Getting blown up on your own offense, it can happen.
And Andy taking it 2-0 for the first game of the night.
Yeah, Andy definitely had a good read on the down back. You know, really cautious play, which ultimately is super important in these games. But not, you know, being able to put on enough pressure here in the corner. Sort of thought they lost their turn, sat down for a minute, and Andy just capitalized.
As somebody who used to use easy input fireball for like the better part of a year, make sure if you're doing any run into fireball that you do a half circle for your fireball so you don't get DP.
DP on accident? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what was happening
okay.
for a lot of those.
Yeah, stopping the run sometimes, especially if you're trying to like micro dash in a little bit.
Yeah.
You
You have to
can
just
definitely
make
get
sure
yourself
that
in
you
trouble.
like reset the buffer, because for whatever reason this game reads 6236 as a DP input.
A lot of games have
Mm-hmm.
like that same issue. It always tilts me when I'm like, I swear I just did a fireball.
Yeah, I
Just
feel
get
like
a DP and you get
has a
punished.
priority because it's like a bigger thing, right?
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the ultimate, you know, Shoto path to victory is first you learn how to dragon punch and then you learn not to, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a mechanical element to that as well. And we may have been seeing it there. I think, yeah, trying to get a little bit of extra space before throwing those fireballs might have caused some misinputs.
Also, before we jump into the next match, thank you for all the Matcherino donations. We had Foxy and Hikari both put in $25. So we're sitting at $75 in the pot right now.
Yo.
We also have a bunch of Matcherino codes tonight. 30 codes remaining. Each one gives 25 cents for free to the pot, so make sure you guys get on that.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's free money. It's, if those all go through, like, it tacks on another, at least, like, you said it's 25 each, right? So, like, $10 on there. Little over. It definitely adds up. It's super easy to do, even easier now that Matcherino's sort of changed their whole layout. It's just a button.
Yeah,
so it's like
you don't even have to put in the codes anymore.
You know, if we're in between matches, go press that button.
And there's also sponsor quests just to throw in, you know, just a little bit more to the pot. Things like following Diaphone on Twitter, following our very own Imperius Club on Twitter.
Oh, is that one still one of them?
I see it.
Let's go.
Oh, I don't see it.
So fast. I love it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're playing this game and you want to get better, I mean, you're here because you want to get better. You're at the intermediate level. You want to get kicked out of this tournament, and so if you're not following Diaphone already, this is a good way to like pitch a couple cents into the mix and do it. And they've got incredible content for this game, for other modern fighting games. Definitely something to watch. It's something that if you don't already have that, you know, like grayed out, there's no reason not to hop on the Matcherino quest and do it in a way that, you know, kicks a little back to somebody.
Looks like we have our next match ready. Yep, they just got started. So it's going to be Lennox versus Tommy Two-Step.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, another cat. Okay.
This is like a biased commentary team kill for me. Like, I want both of these people to win so bad.
Oh, does Tommy also do commentary as well?
I don't know if Tommy does commentary, but they've run some events. They play some other games. I met them at Combo Breaker one year, and they're super nice. Definitely do some content stuff. But I expect them to do pretty well here. Definitely a friend of neutral. You know, I don't know how familiar they are with this game, but they played Third Strike.
I know Lennox from, he commented some of the WASD brackets, and he was definitely interested in picking this game back up recently, so...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lennox I know very well. Lennox is the only person I've played this game with in a year.
Yeah. These are some really interesting clashes so far.
Yeah, Lennox
oh
thrives in the scramble. You will see, Lennox gets the better of every weird situation.
He plays Dragon Ball. I'm just gonna contribute that.
I understand now. I have no context, but I think I understand now.
Big overhead.
Woo! Lennox wrapping up that first round pretty quick as we move into round two.
Yep, finally finding his feet, throwing some buttons out. You know, wants to get those nice pokes going. That's how you try to outbox Lance, but if you're not familiar with the matchup, there's going to be a lot going on there, a lot of pressure. This DP, there are ways around it, but you have to find them.
Oh my god, he stuffed the lunge with Rekka. Anti-airs with 2M? I haven't seen that one.
Alright, that's how you can tell Tommy's coming online. You start seeing the anti-airs, the whip flashes are going to come into game 2, then it's going to be all over. Yep.
Not able to punish that 6-6H Gorilla Blade.
Nice check on the run-in.
Ooh, anti-air!
Another one. Crispy.
Anti-low, into throw.
Ooh, big overhead. Okay.
Starting to get a little dicey for Tommy here. Finds himself in the corner.
Ooh, good confirm. Light and medium, nice.
First game for Lennox. Taking a minute to settle in.
Yes, gotta have your thinking breaks, you know. You don't always have to go back to characters like Scream, but it's good to hover over rematch for a second, take that big breath.
Yeah, Lennox really likes to use that turbulence offensively.
Yeah, definitely high mobility player. This is the character to do that with too. And we've chatted a lot about how the Lance just feels like right to play. You know, for Lennox, it's a character that lets him do what he wants. And I think we all have different, you know, routes to that. But having played Lance before, I definitely know the feeling.
Yeah. I think in such a grounded game, Lancelot must feel really nice for people who are used to playing things with like air dashes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, I played a lot of Third Strike, but I played Gear too, and having air mobility was definitely a big part of liking that character. It's part of the reason I like 6 as well. But big super there. Gonna move into match point here.
It was actually, I think he was, Tommy would have been able to either like reversal super or like spot dodge that super because he was just running.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, wasn't actually punished or anything.
Little things, you know, it really shows you the value of like the grind, right? Because you can have the fundamentals, but certain games the walking blocks can be a little bit different.
Yeah. I think a lot of people get mixed up by the fact that this game does not let you immediately block. Ooh, nice confirm. Goes
So
right into
nasty.
SPA.
Yeah, the like kind of run skid.
Yeah, it's 11 frames. It's much longer than people think it is.
It's very committal. Oh, and the big overhead at the end.
Yeah. All right, and that's game 2 right there. Going over to Lennox, he moves on to round 2.
Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's smothering offense. It's tough to deal with when you're, you know, coming back into the game and trying some new stuff. You have to wrap your head around like the matchup before you can really use those like neutral fundamentals to your advantage. So Tommy will definitely have more room to do that in the lower bracket. But Lennox will be moving on.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
Lennox is he's moving. I didn't think we were gonna see another Lancelot after Jukum made his way out of the tournament.
I didn't know Lennox even played Lancelot, so
Oh,
I thought he was trying out 6.
he was, but then he saw Jukum play Lancelot, and he's like, I gotta play Lancelot.
I gotta go back. I need this. I've seen a little bit of, you know, Lennox has some characters. I saw a little bit of Percy the other day. That's coming along. Like we were saying earlier, like there's just so many options for characters in this game, and it's like it's hard to settle down on just like one as like the one you want to play. Like so many different play styles are represented.
Who we have
Alright,
next?
so I think our next match is a round 2 match. It's
Yeah.
Carrie versus Zlukiro.
Yep.
So I know Carrie plays Zeta. I have not seen Zlukiro play. I think he's a relatively new addition.
I'm gonna
First
assume
time joining the
Djeeta.
bracket. Djeeta. Oh, okay.
I'm
okay.
guessing just based off the avatar,
Yeah,
but I
we're
could be
going by
wrong.
icon.
Oh, Is it true that all Djeeta players always pick Djeeta as their avatar?
You got to.
I know all Matera players pick Matera.
Yeah,
it's
there
Djeeta.
we go.
Alright. This should be interesting.
I love some Djeeta. We were talking about the Devil Jin references in Belial earlier, and just seeing like the KOF super on Djeeta when that character first launched, I was losing my mind. There's a specific term for it. I'm forgetting what it is, but it's like the like run up and like hit all of your normals combo. You know, like it's so cool, and the having the special inputs involved too. I really like that character. This is the only game where I've ever really played the like, I don't know, like pro tag like Shoto style characters and had fun. Like
Yes,
I love
Deadly
Grant
Rave.
and Djeeta.
That's what it was.
Deadly Rave, that's exactly it. Yes. Yeah, the first time that went off, I was like, this is so good.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, dude, Zlukiro rocking the McDonald's Djeeta color.
Oh,
Nice.
amazing. Ooh,
Seeing
throw.
a lot more low into overhead. Yeah. There's
Yep.
another overhead, but finds himself in the corner now. Carry. Side switches again. Zlukiro getting these hit confirms. Ooh.
Nice. Good throw. And keeping the
There's the
pressure on.
That's the thing, Djeeta
Oh, yeah.
moves so quickly. Ooh, missed the confirm from the 2L5L. Ooh.
Good hit. Could have maybe extended there. I don't know if they had the cooldown available. Ooh, trip guard action.
Ooh. Does this game have trip guard? I feel like we've been over this before. I wasn't actually sure.
I don't know if there's like a big, frame loss thing, but it seems like they got tagged right on the ground. Maybe they were just standing.
Yeah.
Okay, hard knockdown. Overhead again. Overhead's paying dividends today.
Yeah. Oh no, I think he pressed sweep instead of, you can overhead, or Annie or that Rhapsody hit that goes over your head.
Nice blocks.
Oh, counter hit?
Yep. I will say, as many overheads have landed, there hasn't been a lot of counter hit overheads. So, people are at least like in the blocking position. No one's freaking out and having a mash. All right, so Carried going up around. They're even here. Switch movement. Big laser. Oh yeah, that trades now. That's nice
Wow.
for people who aren't Zeta.
Exactly.
Nice, get
Pretty.
smoked,
This is a pretty wild match so far.
full screen projectile, just keeping each other in check. Oh, okay.
Oh,
A little too
it's
far
a
out
little short
for
on the
that.
confirm. Tries to go for run up throw.
Ooh,
Oh, the
very-
armor.
And right back at ya.
Yep.
Fireball
Well,
game.
Carrie going
Good.
for a lot of these anti-airs, but Carrie's pretty good with these. I'm sorry, jump-ins, but Carrie's really good with these anti-airs.
Yeah, the nooch is developing here. It's good. Wow, what a good
Ooh.
crossover.
And that's game one for Carrie.
I know this game has a block button, but it doesn't feel like it does. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know the last time. I feel like I used the block button for like 2 matchups when I was playing this more, like last year.
There's
And it's just
definitely
like-
a couple characters you really should be using the block button for.
If you can
It's
just
I
remember
think-
to, like,
yeah.
against Nara and Fairy, it's such a savior.
And now there's other characters you want to use it for as well. Zoe.
Yeah.
But Zlukiro now having Carrie in the corner. Can he keep him there? Oh, didn't cancel the sweep. That was punishable.
A little extra damage. Oh, the crossover misses the cross up. Still getting some pokes in. Wow, this way.
Oh. Oh,
of
armors the jump in.
Tries to air.
Oh no, these
Huge.
jump ins. Carrie's getting a
Oh,
lot.
the-
Oh, that's gonna
bait?
catch. That was.
Nope. Oh, that is super dead. This does so much damage.
This is a lot of damage. It was just raw as a DA.
Yeah. Okay, so Djeeta taking that one. Spending that meter. Your meter doesn't come back in this game. You gotta spend it if you got it. So.
Confirms sweep into a Spear of our Vest. Goes for the pogo.
Pressure? No. Do you know if that projectile, if that's plus on block?
The 236H in the corner.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Got caught out with a sweep, but okay. Big opportunity. Gets a hard knockdown.
Ooh. Almost caught
Flash on
the
the sweep.
spot dodge recovery with that sweep. Zeta's 236 duel.
Oh, confirmed. No.
Oh.
It's alright. Still there.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Yep.
A little bit of damage is necessary. Gonna even those rounds back up again. Carried on match point. It's minus. Sad.
Bad.
Oh, well.
I almost said
Can't
buff
win 'em all.
Zeta, and then I was like, wait, no, never mind. Don't.
Hold on a minute. Don't get carried away.
Dude, please don't give Gambito a field day with this character.
Ooh, good confirm there. Nice. Getting those lights in. That's like the thing that makes Djeeta, I think, for me at least, is getting those like triple light confirms into knockdown.
Into the Rekka, yeah.
Yeah. Got one of the best light buttons.
And her move speed is so fast.
Yeah, she definitely like floors it. I lost my fair share of very aggro Djeeta players. Oh, nice
Oh
pickup.
boy. Full quarter combo
Good stuff.
cashes out for SB. I don't think this kills.
It's
Nope.
close.
One touch.
Ooh, the frame kill. You weren't ready. That might have been a reversal in waiting. I don't know.
Carrie taking it over Zlukiro, 2-0. A lot of 2-0s tonight.
Yep. Yeah, we're
That's-
early in the bracket.
yeah.
We're kind of shaking things out a little bit. We got some
Yeah.
players that are here to show what they're made of, and I think that that's when guns are blazing, right?
Definitely. The chaos that is round 1 and round 2 matches playing itself out here.
We're about to head into round 3 though. After everybody uses Maturino codes. We've actually already used a decent amount of them. We only have 24 left.
Nice.
I'm impressed with the rate people are using them today.
I think we have a lot of people around today because of all the news going on.
Oh yeah, the
so-
announcements. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I got a nice solid viewership in here. People are excited about Grand Blue. It's one of those things. The game didn't go away. There's a lot of stuff that you can play these days. There's a lot of really good, very different games that are popular and varied. But like, there's again, there's nothing like this. Like it feels like a kind of return to like the very basic format. I feel like I can play neutral in this game, and it's slow, and I can wrap my head around it. It's
Yeah.
it's a little more grounded, but it's not, you know, quite Street Fighter. You still have a little bit of that like anime mobility.
You have air throws
Yeah.
on pretty much all the
Yeah.
characters, although I rarely see them unless like I'm watching somebody who plays a lot of Guilty Gear, and then
I think I did one on accident the other day, and I was just like, you can do that? Like, yeah, I
you
don't
like
have that
forget
same,
they're in the
like-
game because
Yeah.
like not a lot of people use them, but then when you do see them, you're like, that's sick.
Yeah, I feel like
Also,
I saw an air throw tech once in a stream, and I was like, this is not, like, I don't think this is real. I think I'm having a dream.
Also, shoutouts to Nickle for donating $5 to the pot. Thank you
Let's
so much.
go.
Oh, let's go. What are we at right now?
So sick.
$82.50.
Damn. Okay.
Wow.
And we're down to 20 match arena codes remaining.
We're almost there. Dylan and Soul
Definitely
Robber,
have.
you guys can hop on the cab. You guys are good to go whenever.
Yeah, we definitely have enough people to clear out these codes tonight, so I expect this to be 0 out of 50 by the time we're done.
Yeah, I mean, if I see 63 viewers in chat and I see 50 codes, the math just checks out. Like,
Yep.
y'all aren't there yet, which is okay. But there's a million, you know, just click the little link. We're golden.
It takes literally 5 seconds.
Wait, Dylan's
Right.
not playing Gran?
Oh,
Dylan has
shit.
like a steadfast rule where he only plays the protagonist of his games, by and large.
Does cat count? I don't know.
He was
I mean,
Gran.
she's in
He
the-
was all over Gran. I am
All Gran.
legitimately
Crew,
just
does
shocked.
that count?
Okay. All right. Wouldn't mind
So
seeing a little
rather-
grand, but if we're looking for new cheer, it's, you know, Charlotta, you definitely want to keep this character away if you have the opportunity. I don't know if they will. I feel like it's, I mean, that jump arc, the pressure, the hands, the swords, so scary. Oh yeah, here we go. Getting
Corner
clobbered.
combos.
Chilling, waiting for that DP. I like that.
Trying to just wait and see if there's going to be a DP
Ooh.
for going all in, but Dylan
Poke out.
fighting out of the corner. Nice anti-air. Gets right back to neutral. Oh, whiff on the
Alright.
edge lunge, but doesn't get punished.
Okay,
Look at
big
that-
damage.
Look at that counter hit.
Oh!
Ooh.
Flip mix up. Carry now. Okay, yeah,
Oh!
reload it. Don't ever overhead me. That might even it up.
Huge damage too.
Yeah. Alright, pretty close.
Jump in. Oh.
Oh no!
Ah!
Not like this.
Oh no!
So scary.
Oh god.
People are so used to taking that hit, just like trying to avoid the dodge and the low, because they lead to so much more. But when you're down to that last sliver of health, you can't risk it.
Wait, what was that? Wait, was that a close M counter hit?
That was definitely close something. It was a
was
weird
close.
normal. I like that all the Katalina players are bringing out like the wild anti-airs tonight. All good jab out.
I mean, Catalina's 2H is godlike. I've just never seen any Catalina use that button in particular to anti-air.
Yeah,
Oh,
someone
the
was saying that
parry.
he was anti-airing with 2M, and I'm like, yes. Use all of them. Okay. Keeping Katalina out, but Soul Rava is still, you know, causing a lot of pressure here. And here we go, big damage.
Oh god, the
cross
side
up.
switch cross up. Oh, not able to close out just yet. Both
Alright,
players
this
are
is
now
a charge just
in
waiting to happen.
SSBA range. It's kind of
Anti-airing,
spooky.
this character is so scary. Oh no, the good tech. Ooh,
Hey-
tech back. Wow, mind reader. Oh,
Oh,
the sword,
this-
it's nice.
Just a little too early on that roll. Got clipped by like the tail end of that fireball.
Yeah, yeah, I think at that range, so the risk, the amount of life you have left again, really coming into play there for the risk reward. Ooh. I don't
Oh,
think that's
anti-air
punished.
parry. I think Dylan's caught on to that parry for anti-airing.
Oop.
Gonna just weasel his way out the corner a little bit.
the empty jump
The
throw.
throw.
Wow.
Kind of spooky.
Oh, it just
no,
runs
gets
up,
countered.
tags them.
Woo!
That might have crossed up. Hard to
It's such a
say.
huge air button.
Yeah.
Oh no, the cross up.
Big hit. This could
Finish
kill.
the combo.
That's super nice.
That's
Extra
it.
hit in the auto combo just to guarantee, but we still take those. Nice, nice.
Alright, that was a close game 1, but it ultimately Soul Raba was able to clutch it out as we move into game 2.
Yeah, very, very patient players here. Not seeing a lot of EX reversals come into play. Oh, just swinging though. Why bother spending DP if you can just get that full combo going?
Yeah, Dylan using the Farlight to try and stuff some of this incoming pressure.
Trying to dash through those too.
Ooh.
Nice, okay. Pressure's on.
Alright, this is like one interaction from
Oh,
death.
no.
Oh no! Gets tagged, and SBA just comes up in time.
Wow,
Close
perfect.
out round 1. Calculated.
Yeah, efficient meter use.
They heard you. You said you gotta use the meter when you have it.
Yep, truly. Get that full stick of butter, you gotta
Oh
cook.
no! Farlight into a 2-1-4 for Cat doesn't connect.
Oof. Yeah, these corner BNBs definitely doing a lot of work here. Lots of damage. Really helps put, Dylan in a place where they have to make a move. Oh, the shimmy? Nope. Jumping out.
They've been pretty conservative as far as like doing like wake up DP.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a single one, like, EX.
The simultaneous throw tech.
Wow. And the run-up throw just to take that game, too.
Yeah, just to close it out.
A lot of
Soul
pressure
Raba is
from
gonna
Soul
be moving
Raba.
on.
Yeah, I think they definitely, as far as the folks we've seen so far, they definitely have that pressure game you need to burn through this bracket. Helps, if you can run your offense, really like smother somebody with that pressure, then you don't have to like work too hard in the matches either. Like, not that it's easy to make an offense, but like you don't have to worry about those like pressure situations. You're not stressing yourself out. You're partying, right? So like you get that stuff going in those early matches, and then you got a little more juice in the tank for finals.
Exactly.
Oh, like the autopilot, like a solid autopilot. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like having a good autopilot game for when it works is really important for like the long game of a bracket. Like,
Oh,
if
absolutely.
you're playing a set with just one person, you want to give it your all. You want to play ultra conservative, but if you can zoom through a couple rounds on like a strong offense, it could probably save you in the long run.
Yeah. Especially, and I feel like Charlotta is a good like bracket character in that respect.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, it's really easy to just run a game plan with Charlotta.
Yeah, she's a troublemaker.
Oh,
In the
Nickle.
meantime, while we're waiting for our next match to show up, reminder to hit up the match arena, get those 25% free codes going. We have 18 remaining, so we've only had 2 people use the codes in the last like 5-7 minutes or so. It's disappointing. I hate you guys.
If you're in bracket 2 and you haven't used the code, you should fix that.
Yeah, while you're taking your break from your brackets, go to the bathroom, get a drink of water, hit up the match arena. All of these things should be on your checklist.
It's kind of the equivalent of like patting yourself on the back, like if you're winning.
Exactly.
It's like-
look
it's
at
like-
all this money I'm gonna get when I
Yeah.
win the tournament at the end of the
It's
night.
All right, we got Nickle on screen, Prada on screen,
Versus
another
Prada.
Yo,
player.
how many Catalinas are there? It's a cat army today.
Well, if there's some people like checking out for the first time, it's like, okay, who's the footsies character? It's like, boom, easy answer. You can do it with
people
anybody.
usually go, who's the person who has like the cool moves and the big boobs, and it's usually Narmaya.
Honestly, not a bad pick for both those scenarios either. I think this character hangs okay in neutral. I really like Narmaya. I played a lot of this character when she first came out. And I know Nickle's been playing Narmaya for probably at least as long. Like they've been playing. I remember playing with them in bracket a few times. Strong player.
Props
And we're gonna
props
see
to
some damage.
props to Nickle for sticking with the Narmaya gang.
Yes. I think this character is gonna have its day. There's some strong players that play her, but I know that she's been kind of tricky to use. I really do think she has the tools to deal with a lot of stuff.
I mean, look, they promised buffs for all characters, so we really gotta see, is it time to finally break the curse?
Yeah, prove it.
Prove it, especially for Narmaya of all people.
We buffed Narmaya by making her projectiles slower.
Nickle doing a good job so far in round 1. Did not bite on any of those overheads from Prada and was able to even stuff out the second one. So as we move into round 2, Fireball Clash.
Yeah, that clashing now too.
The walk up into throw, unreactable.
Ooh, jab out. I love Kagora's stance jab. I think that's like one of the best jabs in the game.
Jump out. Wow.
Ooh,
okay.
Crossover. We got those. Okay,
Yeah,
damage a little far out.
With DP, but ooh. Right back into neutral.
Oh, we're mashing. Doesn't get the tag, unfortunate. Goes in. Good swing.
Mashes out.
Ooh, the combo
Mashes out
too. That was so sick. That's gonna full connect. I think that was a buff at one point, right? Like they made that work a little bit further out.
It was more the backwards hitbox if you kind of hit it funny.
I see. Okay.
Oh, we're
Right,
going
nice shot
for
to
a
Nickle.
character swap from Prada, I believe. Let's see it. Nickle playing that pretty dominantly so far. Yep, we're going to Zeta. All right.
Zeta.
If the footsies don't work, bring in the pogo.
Bring in the mix. Honestly, I think you have to watch out for parry from Nickle if they're in the right stance for it. That frame traps and pogo are gonna get you in trouble. It's not a safe jump if you got the parry hit.
Yep.
Okay, a little bit of damage here. Nice. Oh, no conversion though. Not plus, as I've been told. Thank you, chat.
Yeah, we learn something new every day.
Absolutely.
Like the one time I learned that Bubs' dive kick and his ground wing spinny thing have the same cooldown.
Oh, amazing. Okay, good little pickup.
Oh, the sweep catching out, Nickle guarding. Just keep up the pressure. Oh
no, here we go.
Not able to convert on those pogo hits.
Still has the corner.
Yep. Oh, tried to go for maybe the side switch, but
Ooh,
anti-airs.
Oh. And the empty crossover. Plenty of damage on board here.
Yep, catches out for SSBA. This will kill. Wait.
Yeah, chose to spend it early and preserve cooldowns, but still gonna be plenty of damage to get that round. And that's really one of the big places where Narmaya shines is the damage cash out. It's just like so huge. You can definitely make those comebacks off of just a couple touches. Nice. I love that. Using the jab version of that to bounce back.
Yeah.
Ooh, is that plus?
The which part of it was?
Standing medium looks like I used to use crouching medium quite a bit, but it looks like standing at least frame trapped in that situation.
I don't think it's plus. 2M is definitely still plus.
Right, good little pokes here. Huge life lead. Nickle potentially going to seal this one off of a few chip situations. Oh no.
Ooh.
Huge SSBA going to come out here. This is going to make a huge impact on this round for sure.
Well, still at pretty low HP though, so let's see if they can try to take a little bit more HP from Nickle here.
Yeah, I think with all the cooldowns live, one really big conversion could make a difference, but we're gonna get a little bit of pressure.
You mean that one?
3 little conversions could also make a difference. We're stealing this one away. Nickle gonna fall to the throw after the high, the low, all the things you want to block, and suddenly you're not blocking anything. Okay, so getting back to this corner. Scary place to be. We're out though. Oof.
Just goes for run up throw. It just works.
Yeah. I mean, until they start teching, and even then, if they delay the tech, you're still at advantage. Ooh, big hit.
Ooh.
We're swinging. Love it.
I really like Nickle's kind of mix of conservative offense and defense. He doesn't commit too much, but when he mashes to get out, it works.
That's how you want to play this character for sure. You want to be able to put that pressure on, make someone try to jab out, and then walk back and swap them for it. But Prada gonna take this game off of some steady pressure, some forward movement. Zeta definitely looking like a really good pick here.
Our first 1-1 of the night, so this next game will determine who moves on.
Oh yeah, even Stevens. Oh, misses the cross up.
Oh, that's a punish.
Nice. Good little conversion. Oh, huge Oki off of the non-EX version of that move.
Oh, with the strike throw right there.
Yeah, a little bit of damage.
Pretty back and forth right now. People trying to find their footing here.
I like that little sequence. The air. I forget what that move is called, but like bouncing Nickle back and then getting the running slash. Yeah, the moon flip. Here we go. Ooh, Schmicks. And the throw. Ooh, and the low, nice. Watch your feet. Keeping it easy. Nothing too committal. All right.
Just the stare down.
Waiting for a movement. Yeah. Nice pacing. You know, you really don't have to do anything if they're in the corner. It's your advantage space is as much of a resource as your health bar is. So, ooh, good little tags.
Oh,
wow, great in-air. And just stand back, realizing, you know, slight life lead. Not anymore, but you gotta hold on to those things when you got them. And now pressure on from Prada.
Oh
Big
no, able
cross-up.
to convert from the cross-up. Cashes out for SBA. That's one throw from death. Can Nickle stay safe?
We'll take the lights. Good conversion.
Side
Big
switch.
shot. Misses it. Little far out. Oh no, I think they had plus frames there, but running in for the throw, gonna get hit by the sweep instead. Match point, both players.
Kind of tense.
Gotta waiting to see what happens. Oh no, gets tagged. Nothing too big. Oh, this is gonna be damage. Oh, misses again, unfortunate. And Prada taking the opportunity to seize the corner. Now we got pressure on again. Hard knockdown. Pogo time. Ooh, just jumps out. Mad. Oh, big overhead.
Attack overhead.
Oh, we have super online.
Yo.
Nice.
Let's go. What
And those
a
cooldowns.
conversion. That was hype.
Yeah, that was just like a full steamroll for that last round. You know, Nickle seeing that comeback mounting, just like, I gotta put this in its place, and finally getting one of those nice corner combos to start rolling, getting the EX Moon, and then just a little bit more damage off of the grounded Kagura 236, and that's all I needed. You know, super was on deck. That life bar could have been a lot bigger, but I think Nickle could have torn through it either way.
All right, good job to Nickle. Congrats, and he
Top
gets
8.
to move on into top 8.
Damn. We're moving through this
Alright.
bracket.
So just a reminder for everybody who is in losers bracket, you are going to be playing until top 8. Top 8. So we are not there yet in losers bracket, but we do have our winner's side of top 8 ready to go, I think.
Yeah, we've got SirCarriedALot versus Lennox, and then Nickle versus Solrava.
Cool.
So this is gonna be Zeta Lance, and then Narmaya. Who is Solrava again?
And Char, right?
Charlotta, yeah.
And just a reminder once more, please hit up the match arena. It takes 5 seconds to sign into an account of your choice. And click the little claim code button right at the top right hand side of the page to add a free 25 cents to the prize pool. If you're watching this and enjoying the matches so far, please make sure to help support the players who decided to enter tonight. Give them a nice fat juicy pot to take home when they win.
It adds up really quickly, and a lot of our sponsor quests are just as easy too. It's like follow somebody on Twitch, Twitter, etc., and I think they add like another 25 cents as well.
Yep.
Lancelot versus Zeta.
Are we getting into it? Nice. Quick name swap right there.
Yep. So we are going into the top 8 remaining in winners here, and we've seen both these players on stream so far. Remembering Lennox has that high pressure, you know, scramble forward situation. Always moving in with Lance, trying to get you know, up in that like position 0 space and just run the mix. So SirCarriedALot gonna be able to play at a lot of different ranges, but ultimately wants the knockdown in the pogo.
That heavy gorilla blade to stuff Harry's charged laser, that was actually pretty cool. Oh, this is
punishes
huge.
the whiff throw. It's gonna be good damage. Oh, misses the ender, but that's okay. Getting less okay. We're back at mid.
Look how much,
Blocking-
like just from mid-screen, just that one single block string pushed him all the way to the corner.
Yeah, you could definitely get a lot of corner carry with both these characters, really. If
Oh,
you're
the
missing a
anti-air to
stagger or
catch
two.
the wins.
Oh. Wow, gets through. Nice. And looking for those sweeps. They're a little, slow to start up, but if you can get one, definitely flip the pressure. Slowly coming together here. Oh, is that a punish? No.
Nope, no, it is not. Oh, and the Delta Leap. Burning Lennox, the final hit to get in the round.
Wall dive into 2L there, really cheeky. You're always looking for the overhead, so you get that stutter defense where you try to block back up and you're getting tagged by low by the time you can think about it. Ooh, good parry. That goes through everything, huh? That's cool.
Yeah, you can hold it right up until it'll armor through everything, I think.
Right. Yeah, unique defensive options. I like how they handle reversals in this game. That sometimes it can be hard to do anything if you don't have one, but having some, how the parries can work against safe jumps in a way that a DP doesn't. You get some unique variants there.
It definitely became more noticeable with people who have frame 1 parries like 6 and Uno.
Yeah, I got a lot of mileage off of that with Nara early in the game because people were really relying on safe jumps. Ooh, good conversion.
Huge
Nice.
anti-air conversion for Lennox. Woo.
Going up one here. Now, do you guys do 2 out of 3 for top 8, or do you do 3 out of 5?
We don't do 3 out of 5 until winners, losers, and grand finals.
Okay, perfect. So, yeah, this is still like chopping block level, right? Like you have to adjust really quick in these 2 out of 3 sets.
Definitely.
We'll see if Carrie can do it.
Oh,
Right,
empty.
nice.
Empty jump into throw. We're mixing it up. Oh, the low.
Oh, and the pickup. Good stuff. Out of there, though. Ooh,
Wow.
good parry. So ready for the lance dive there. You definitely have to have an option for that reversal, and Carrie's got it.
He was ready to catch all those defensive options. That was amazing.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
Counter
nice
hit to
pickup.
it.
Yeah, we jab. I got a 5L. Want to see? A little
Lennox
bit of
getting
damage.
hit by a lot of these empty jumps into thrower sweep. Kind of spooky. Uses turbulence to try and get himself some space, but Carrie is stuffing it out with the Rhapsody.
Yeah, parries are also doing a lot of work here. Lennox not really baiting those, finding good pressure, but anything with a frame trap, it looks like Carrie's getting a nice parry and in reversing situations. Oh, big super.
Doesn't kill, but we're
Yeah,
not
so
quite at chip
close.
yet. It's
Little
like
instant
1
block.
pixel from chip.
Oh,
Just gets
zap.
clipped.
Got that hit scan, laser beam. And we're back up 1-1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
These matches where both players are pretty heavy on the offense. They're just so explosive, and I can never really tell what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's, honestly, I think that last round came down to Carrie having better answers to defensive options. Like, the parries are working just like that very frequently for Carrie, but when it comes to Lance's teleport out, Carrie had some options to keep that in check. So it's just going to be a matter of Lennox either mixing up the reversals more or finding more answers to these reversals, which right now, even the missed one is going to cause a little extra pressure for Carrie on the side of their offense.
Hey, yo, shout out to Andy for the raid. Thank you so much. We are currently in top 8 for the WSD beginners and intermediate bracket, so nice of you to join us.
Ooh, good sweep with punish. Oh, and just eats the... Oh no, that's going to be...
That's huge. That's gonna kill.
I think, yeah, that's enough.
Yep.
Waiting for that fireball to confirm, it gives you a lot of leverage as Lancelot to really just wait and see. And if you get the block, you can run your pressure, but the hit just gives you like free, it's just everything. It's anything you want.
Yep. Ooh, the anti-air on the air
close.
spear. Woo!
It does. Ooh, second hit comes out. Brain trap.
Frame trap with the Rekka. Oh, but gets stuffed by that Rhapsody again.
And
Carrie
trying-
ready to anti-air on these turbulence.
Yeah, trying to answer that reversal with one of their own. Lennox getting stuffed out of those. Good hard callouts for Carrie.
Lennox didn't get hit by the sweep into overhead, and I was literally about to say it takes one to know one.
I was born in this.
Oh, fellow auto combo into overhead mix.
Oh yeah,
They
both
know.
both these players have lived this life for so long.
Alright, the
Fucking
second
Pogo's
round
good.
getting kind of down to the wire. Ooh.
Ooh, the chop, but didn't spend super. Might regret it.
Oh god. What is happening?
Oh, speaking of spending
Back
super.
for SSBA, that's gonna kill. Over Winter Hugel. Finish!
We do it. We're gonna get that cinematic.
Lennox clutching out 2-1 against Carrie.
Here we are again. That super is so cool.
Yeah, what if we just put you in the freezer?
Yeah.
And
Nice
then
spot.
literally killed you.
To an episode 2 of Avatar.
Damn, Lennox
when
in
the
winners
world
finals.
when the world needed Zeta most, she
She
disappeared.
was super busy. She had something else going on. Yeah. Well, we can still find her a little bit later. You know, top 8 winners still have room to climb back up. I think that the double elimination thing.
That's
you
true.
get that long road to grand finals if you get knocked out early, but it gives you a little bit more room to tighten up to get those things sorted. Anything that you might have lost because of, you can start thinking about it and get your practice on in those games. But staying in winners, Nickle and Soul Raba. This is definitely a matchup I was terrified of when I was playing Narmaya. I feel like the
Charlotta.
pressure really smothering. You know, your anti-airs with Narmaya are like okay, not insane. But you know, those meeting up against Charlotta's jump arc, the general like pressure of that character, the demon flips, it'd be a little tricky to contain Charlotta. But we'll see how Nickle does.
Yeah. Starting out strong. Trying to... Oh, gets the hit
There we go.
on Solava. Get here.
There you go, good anti-air there.
That's plus.
The pressure, yep. Wow. Calling me out. Maybe
the long shimmy.
maybe I just need to get better anti-air. Nickle's got it figured out.
Oh
Ooh,
my
it's the
god,
parry.
and it's the parry.
Nasty, right in Soul Raba's face.
Woo!
Just go ahead, see what happens.
That was a dominant first round from Nickle.
Yeah, huge like mind break there where you just sit and watch the parry occur. It's just like, okay, I'm in your head. Another good one.
Yeah, Nickle's anti-airs so far on Charlotta have been pretty on
Oh,
point.
and I love that.
Wake
Knowing
up
that they're a
throw,
little
what
far
is this,
out.
strive?
We love wake up throw. Oh, it's so scary in this game too. You just die.
You have throw protection, you have 9 frames of
Yeah.
throw protection.
You whip it in this. You've also got like 100 frames of recovery.
Yeah.
Oh, big overhead. Not biting though. Take those little hits. The damage is adding up.
Try to be
Yeah,
patient.
the other
He gets
one.
the anti-air, but not able to finish the conversion. Oh,
Oh, super. No, it's alright. Still got time.
oh god, the EX ball. Oh, and tried to, I think he tried to wake up and like anti-air or something.
And just like throw out the fierce. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 5 Heavy's been doing a lot of work for Nickle in those anti-air situations so far.
Stops
I'm really
the demon
like
flip.
the usage of like 236 in like the first butterfly stance to convert off of those anti-airs. Like I'm seeing the EX one as like a combo ender for hard knockdown. Really clever use of that. But in the corner now, just taking a lot of damage. It'd be like that sometimes. Nice.
Oh god, stops it with the parry on the ground.
And the throw. Good use of the pressure created there. Oh, we're swinging out. Okay. A few little pops.
Oh god, what?
Yeah, not committing to the offense there. Wanted to get the overhead going and keep some pressure, but big
Wow.
damage. Any little hit can do it. No,
Yep.
the sweep.
That whiff punish on Narmaya's 5H was sick. Alright, Tool's got me on the Discord showing. Tool, I trust you. Alright. Oh god, the EX ball just to get in again.
Ball is good. You know, if you have it and you don't think you're gonna need it for a little while, just throwing it out there to check any sort of like road movement. Really nice and neutral to kind of get that corner started. And here it's up again when needed, but doesn't quite land. The crossover,
Nice
yeah,
switch.
that use of EX right there to get the hard knockdown when you're too far out. Really clever. Really important to be able to do that with Narmaya. You have so many cooldowns that you can burn And now finding the more full combo. Okay, a little walk back. Vying for screen. Is the jumping again, but yeah, that's where it gets stuck. Okay, I'm feeling a little more validated here by my bad anti-airs.
I'm just trying to be patient. Ooh, this could be huge. Full combo conversion. I don't think this kills.
The scaling's rough, but
wrong?
not too rough. Yeah, after that many cooldowns, you better hope it kills. That's a high investment, right? Like
That's a lot of hits.
every once in a while, those last few do way less damage than you think they will. But happy to say that Nickle's gonna get the round off of that one. Oh, big jump in, nice. Okay, but get stuff back on the ground. Ooh, parry does not quite hit. Yeah, there's the delay on the fireball too, so I think it might have almost whipped. Okay, pressure. Using that to get space has been really nice for Nickle as well. Ooh, the dub.
Counter hit close M. This is huge.
Micro
And
walks.
finishes it off even without SBA. Nickle putting himself back on the board, 1-1.
You almost overpowered me with your spinning strikes. In a way,
Nickle
your
taking a
small
minute.
makes you a more effective combatant.
Needs the break. Alright,
Believe
we're
in
back.
victory. Battle 1.
The take a minute after a win is like the ultimate like tournament player move. You know what I mean?
Is it the mental damage? Do you have to let the loss sink in for the other player?
Yeah, well, it's that, and then it's also like it's like meditative. You're just like refreshing.
I can do this. I
Yeah.
can do this. Alright, so Raba keeping the pressure up in the corner,
big hit.
mashes out with far heavy and whoa, gets the whip throw.
A little scrambly. Got a little bit of damage on him though. Those neutral hits into fireball. Good way to just rack up his bits and pieces here.
Nickle being very patient.
Ooh, good poke out. You gotta do that on Charlotta. Make sure that that character doesn't know that they're the offense master here. Good pokes.
Oh, the
Ooh, and damage.
crossover.
Add super. Didn't want to spend it.
That was really anime.
Okay, Soul Rubba still got a good chance here. Life lead mounting, but damage racks up fast with this character. Gonna use
Oh, no.
SSBA. That'll definitely bring it a little closer.
Yeah, I think Nickle will still have the life lead though.
I'm so afraid
Yep.
this is gonna kill. I got flashbacks. Okay, we're good.
Alright, it's not that bad if you throw the auto combo in.
Yeah, it's good. That was like they're scaling from the auto combo. It's not gonna do 70%. And then
Nope.
as it was floating up, I was like, unless.
But what? But what if?
Yep, what if so?
Oh,
Pressure. Ooh, what's
that
the
was scary.
anti-air? Nice.
Broke the
Throwing those
fireball.
buttons out in mid, just kind of giving Soul Raba what they think is an opportunity to come in and checking with that projectile.
Oh no,
Nice
tried
jump.
to go for quick throw, but the jump in.
Damage
Soul
here.
Raba, Yep.
Ooh. We're definitely cashing out. I don't need this DP. I'm not knocked down.
Jumps to
Oh, no.
throw.
Pressure, but no, gets checked. We're back in that corner.
Reset with D-Meds left, goes
Ooh,
for
good
throw.
tap.
Nickle just trying to be patient. Oh no, but gets clipped by the jump in.
Raba's jump-ins were perfect for this game. Every stand fierce that I saw from Nickle was getting jumped on, and it's just like, again, that jump art really important. But you, as a Charlotte player, you have to know when to use it as like a way to stuff the ground game. Our knockdown. Ooh, crossover.
Nickle just trying to be really patient on defense here, not trying to open himself up. Jumps out of the corner.
And getting the DP stance there, trying to reversal out maybe.
Ooh, far heavy.
There we go. Hard knockdown. Ooh, pressure.
Plus
Oh yeah.
frames.
And
Goes
yeah,
for
we're
the
trying to keep
reset
pressure
into
on.
throw.
The next conversion into super will do it. Oh, excuse me.
Where?
What's else supposed to hit over there? Wow, and the conversion too. So ready for the cross up, grounded overhead counter hit. Plot armor in full effect. I think that was incredible.
What the? I've never seen that in my life. The entire time I've played this game.
Yo, I
I've
thought you said
never
they didn't
seen the
buff this
overhead hit
character.
backwards like that. I need.
Wait,
I
hold
need
on,
to
here it is.
replay. What? What?
It's so good.
Yo, it's Nickle's time. That's
What?
what that means. It's Nickle's time.
That was absolutely the equivalent of call an ambulance, but not for me.
That's actually wild. That's
That is, I don't know, heartbreaking you could say, but I think if you're Nickle right now, your heart's pretty full. You're feeling like the Grinch
Winners
at the end of it,
finals,
like-
yeah.
Yo, okay, like facts. If I was Nickle, I would feel so bad. What the? Why?
I would feel amazing. I would.
dude, that's just shake his hand. Sometimes you just gotta accept that's the way things work out.
Hey, what's up, Treefolio?
Maybe it's because I've played a lot of Guilty Gear, especially recently, but I'm just like, sometimes it be like that.
Yeah, it was nice seeing you at CEO too.
Guilty Gear is definitely the epitome of like you just learn that those interactions are like part of your life now.
Yeah, I played the original Guilty Gear too, like a little bit just for fun, where IK just won you the game straight out. If you got an instant kill, it gave you 2 rounds.
Sick. We love this.
I'm definitely
Alright.
gonna have to go back and watch the replay on that one again.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on my mood board. It's beautiful.
Letting the intros rock on Yuel, one of my favorites. He's so cute.
Yeah, I kind of want to play that character too. That's the trouble. Like, getting back into this, I really want to stick to one and like grind it out. But Yuel is sick. Like, there's so many sick characters. Vera obviously gonna be really exciting. I don't know if Prada wants to let us see what this character can do right now. Oh, nice tag out. Oh, and the neutral jump jab. All right, here we go. So yeah, good little sequence there. I think earlier when they were using the forward dash, not Dot, but the other Yuel player, that might have been a little more punishable. EX is definitely gonna keep you a little safer. Huge anti-air.
Yo! The 2H moves?
Is that punishable?
Prada just
Maybe
jumps out of the
immediately.
corner. Oh,
The wait and see. Good bait.
No!
Oh, chillin'.
I think they wanted to do SSBA, but got
Yeah, that makes sense to
dead.
me.
Oh, the crossover.
Nice. Over the parry too. That might have hit same side if they were standing still.
He's kind of like a footsies rushdown character, I guess.
Yeah, definitely like fast neutral. And she has a little bit of mix. She's got the cool pressure tools. That little Foxfire move gives you, a turn skip. Her stance is weird. I don't remember exactly the properties, but I know that you have like kind of a built-in cancel. You have an overhead.
You have a different set of normals. She cannot block. You can only move by like hopping, and
Yeah.
the important thing is that she will automatically parry and counter everything except like an overhead
Yeah.
and a low.
Oh, speaking of overhead, goes for it, but finds himself in the corner, and that's gonna kill. Inspired by the reverse overhead from the last match, saying I can do that too, and Prada gonna teach them a lesson for it, I think.
All right, round 3.
Yeah, it's funny. You see these characters that have all this mix. You see this like full screen rushing lows, and then you watch videos of like Gamera, and the way Gamera plays Yuel is just kind of sitting back, finding like the neutral 5Ms, and then converting a little bit of damage and like very boring pressure off of them.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely goes like a lot of the safe stuff with Yuel.
And you can do it so well with a character like this, showing plenty of capacity for mix, but you can play a really slow game and just try to get your jab pressure, your tick throws going. Definitely a character that you can play like really stylish, but also learn a lot of fundamental stuff.
And like .mp4 right there almost had like the conversion to finish off the round, but something whiffed, and then Prada just cashed out for SSBA.
A lot of damage. Still a lot of work to do here, and Plus Frame's gonna stay on .mp4's side. Chip gonna do it. Nice.
Nice Chip.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
And right back into game 2 with no character swaps. Ooh, gets
goes into-
in.
Oh, sick.
Crossover with the JU.
Oh,
That combo?
confirmed.
2
That's
L into
sick.
5H?
Is it counter hit? Yeah, that looks really clean.
Oh god, these anti-airs.
Oh, too high up. Still though. American reset. And that is definitely gonna be enough
Perfect.
damage.
I think .mp4 is on a roll right now.
Yeah, moving on to match point. Definitely dominant showing in that first round. Not what you want to see if you're Prada.
Ooh,
Big
counter
overhead.
hit.
That's gonna
That's gonna
convert.
be huge.
Nice.
Resets into stance. Goes for the strike throw mix. Oh god.
All over Prada right now.
Oh,
And it's all over
no.
for Prada. Oh, hold on. We have one more chance. Oh, the low. Staggered.
Oh my god. The double perfect from .mp4.
Oh, no.
Oh.
You know,
It's fine.
Dude,
it
happens.
happens
It's like
sometimes.
this.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you
it
just
really
like
does.
you gotta
Yep.
you gotta bounce. I understand that.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta make that setup a lot more manageable. Like, you know, the thing about the PC now is that my Ethernet cable's like all the way in the back. So I gotta get some sort of switch for when things are not going my way.
You want to get a lag switch?
No, not a lag switch, but like when when I'm in
Straight
bracket and I'm
disconnect?
getting smoked, I gotta have a way to like eject.
When I
That's
accidentally kick the router. Oops.
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 It's like, yeah, that's the pregame. You know, they tell you have to like eat right and you have to, you know, get 8 hours of sleep before the major or whatever. But you also have to find like a good excuse to bounce.
That's true. Just Alt F4, my power went out.
I'm sorry. I'm like semi distracted because there's something going on in the lobby right now. I'm having way too much fun with this right now.
I don't know. You're talking about people using their main as their avatar, but as soon as Cagliostro came out and I had the sled, it was no one else ever again.
Yo, the sled is the best. The sled is one of the best ones.
It's got the highest walk speed of any avatar. It's top tier.
That one and the Vern one where he's holding the knife also goes really fast.
Terrifying.
Absolutely terrifying.
All right, we got Tommy back in the cut here. Let's show off some of that nooch. And SpaceMusketeer gonna have that smothering Charlotta play. I think this will be one of those very cat and mouse matchups.
Whips the anti-air.
Jump in. Ooh,
Jump
crossover.
out.
Pressure.
This is
Ooh,
what?
the clash. We take those.
Firelight clashing with EX Ball. All right.
The overhead, scary now. All right, keep the fireball game again. There's not a lot Charlotta can do from that far away. You do have to start worrying once she's a little bit closer. Pokes. Let me see one of them one button confirms y'all third strike players like so much. Come on.
It's dead. Jumped out. Oh! God.
Ooh, nasty.
Battle 2, engage.
Alright. Move into round 2.
Okay. Big buttons. Oh yeah, that falling A.
SpaceMusketeer
Seeker.
getting a lot off these jump ins. Again.
Yeah, you know, Charlotta has one of those, like, maybe the best jumps in this game. Like, that arc is so scary. She falls so fast, and if you've been playing this character for long, you definitely learn how to utilize it.
Oh, calls out the parry with the throw.
Nice.
DP's out.
DP.
Oh no, gets clipped by the X ball. Has to be careful
Ooh,
of
the
that.
Yeah, the Demon Foot blow crossover. There's just so much going on right there. And the run up. Oh, DP closes it out. SpaceMusketeer was ready. No throws for you. Sorry.
Wow. You know, when you do run up DP, it's such a hard call out because you're like, I know you're reacting to something. I'm just gonna run up
Yes.
and DP
yeah.
you. Like the mental damage sustained.
One of those
is
things you
just
want to
too
have on
much.
deck when you have like the huge life lead, you know, you're just trying to like cause some trouble. It's good to do early in a set too, because then for the rest of it they have to be like, what are they thinking?
Oh my god, stuffs
Nice,
the
there we
EX
go.
ball with far heavy.
Third strike. Good throw. Ooh, pressure.
Crossover.
Oh, nice. Finds it. Few small confirms there. Drop, but keeping control. You know, causing that like basing to be in their favor too. Tommy just wanting to back up there, even if there's that big life lead.
Right, trying to take his time in neutral.
Here we go, jumping out. I like that. Trying to get out of the corner. Working out well.
Oh,
Ooh, goes a little further than expected.
oh,
Nice.
the medium lunge. I'm a big fan of that.
Get hit by the overhead. It's alright. Wait for the next turn. DP out.
Oh, DP
I
back.
got one of those. Ooh,
Oh,
same
no,
side.
jump in.
They gotta put a block button in this game, I'm telling you. Ooh, nice jab. Walk in. Oh, scary now. A waiting throw.
No, I had a feeling. I had a feeling. I
The
had a
Charlotta
feeling.
special.
Oh, I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Tommy too good at taking his turn.
It's still my turn.
Yep, I got super. Alright, now we're waiting. SpaceMusketeer feeling a little weirded out by that last round, just saying like, okay, I got this one, just gotta slow it down.
Oh my god, and this parry, the parry going to stuff the Katalina jump-ins.
Oh, the hidden missile! In the hands, not going off quite as expected, but still have the corner.
Oh
Tommy
god.
fight.
No overheads for you.
Yep. Yeah, I think the Charlotta overhead's been getting blown up by Catalina supers in specific. Oh no, the throw!
No.
Good blocks. Good throw here. Now where do I come back? No! Jump back A, I love it.
Yeah.
The original Street Fighter V option select. Oh, another hit. And we have to
That's
dodge
chip.
out. Yeah,
Oh,
chip
that's-
territory.
No,
Oh,
I just
gets swung on.
Great, SpaceMusketeer closing it out with a 2-0.
Yeah, definitely had the jump-ins ready. Just kept the pressure on those EX balls in neutral, causing a lot of trouble. And honestly, like right here, you're seeing even with the blocked EX hands, like that's chip on the menu. Like that puts Tommy in a position where they have to go in, they have to get that last hit, because when that cooldown's back up, you're just gonna die.
Exactly. Nice showing by SpaceMusketeer.
Yep. Charlotta's
Right.
scary, man.
So what do we have next?
Losers quarter. So we have .mp4 and SirCarriedALot.
Alright, Zeta versus Yuel.
We actually have like a decent amount of character variety in top 8 overall.
Yeah, what do we have? Let's see. We have Narmaya, Lance, Zeta, Yuel, Charlotta. It's 2 Charlottas. Wait, we're gonna... After this one, it's gonna be the Charlotta versus Charlotta.
Well, I mean, listen. Overall, we've got good character variety.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I'm just saying, we're gonna have to witness the Charlotta versus Charlotta mirror soon. And it sure is something.
Oh yeah, yeah. The like EX blocker balls clashing, you know, that kind of experience.
When they just start pairing each other.
Oh, amazing. Any mirror, the mirror match, no matter who the character is the worst matchup in every game. It's miserable.
Absolutely. 100% agree.
Seeing Zeta and Yuel here though. .mp4, who did they lose to if this is losers? Because the last game that I saw, they were looking really strong.
They lost to Lennox.
Oh wow, nice. Except for Lennox. Yeah, I think both these players now have lost around to Lennox, and they're both really talented. I mean, we saw a lot of good pokeouts. Carried was keeping that one really even actually, and .mp4 in their last match was just like super dominant with that double perfect. So good pressure from both these players so far though. Ooh, huge anti-air, and that pickup, so good.
Oh, tried to go for a crossover mix-up, but Carrie just wakes up with the throw, stuffs it.
Dance,
Bombers
dance.
through.
Out of here. Poke. Oh, and the low too.
Into the throw. One more hit
Whole
to do
playbook.
it. Oh.
Nice. Baiting the sway. Look at that look on Yuel's face. Not having it.
Oh no. It just starts the round with Spear. Let's just go all in.
Yeah, you know, you have a certain amount of safety with that, right?
Definitely, yeah, because Zeta can just choose to back out if she doesn't want to fully commit.
Yeah. Those fireballs in the corner. It feels awfully committal. I know they've been using parry afterwards to kind of see if they can bait something out, but I don't know if people are ready for that to be negative, you know?
I know, right? Yeah. It only works if they're gonna challenge afterwards.
For sure. Oh no.
Oh.
Well, a little early though. That's good for Dot before. That could have been a huge combo.
Oh wow, confirms
nice.
the 2M.
Ooh, in the low.
Wow, Carrie taking that first game pretty decisively. Let's see if .mp4 has some tricks up his sleeve to deal with this matchup.
Yeah, I think a lot of the life loss was off of those EX dashes in neutral, and then just some really straightforward like high-low throw pressure in the corner. So have to find ways out of that situation because it's really dangerous for anybody, really. Wow, what a sway! That was great. Ooh,
Ooh, that's a huge hit.
All right, keeping it easy. Ooh, that was great. The overhead there too, very clever.
Oh,
Yeah,
tries to punish.
too far
No,
away.
not
But
close enough.
I
Wait,
like the
is it a
idea.
hit? Okay, alright. I wasn't
That's
sure.
definitely gonna hit. It's gonna hurt too.
Woo. Got nice,
So cool.
solid, like 50% HP right there.
Jump over, keeping it safe.
Oh.
Good blocks.
Ooh, ready to block the sweep overhead.
Punish, but good overhead. Oh no follow-up. Unfortunate. That anti-air combo definitely works. Just a little too high up, maybe.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wow, great anti-air there as well.
Oh, and buries the
Oh, too
laser
early.
timing.
Sucks.
Player one, win.
Okay, carried on match point. Really had a great game plan going into this, making quick work so far. It's definitely up to Dot MP4 to adapt, and great damage to start as well.
Oh my god, this pogo pressure is really
Very.
impressive.
Oh, big tech. Tagging out, but no, the parry goes off. And again, allowing them to switch sides. Oh, the clash!
Wow.
It wins, and enough damage, almost done.
Yeah.
DP coming out.
Can .mp4 do it? He just had a sliver of
No.
life left. Wasn't able to make a comeback.
Yeah, it looks like they were just looking through their options for pressure there, thinking about the rotation, and couldn't bring anything together for that last hit, so they found themselves minus right in Carried's face, and that was enough for Carried to just get the swing and take that last bit of life.
These matches have been really explosive tonight. I love it.
Yeah, I think
People are hitting buttons.
you know, you're seeing a lot of different play styles, and it's just going to be like, again, a lot of offense, a lot of the pogos coming off. Yuel's corner pressure was, when Doc could find the corner, was going off like a charm, but it's really shows you the importance of neutral there, where you're not going to have that corner position unless you win those first interactions, and Carried was just getting the most out of those.
For sure. And like once you're in the corner and have to deal with the pogo RPS, oh, it's such a hard situation to get out of.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got the mirror.
Alright.
Charlotta mirror.
Charlotta mirror. Well, before we get started, 8 match arena codes left. 8 match arena codes. I know we have enough people to finish these codes. So, thank you to everybody so far who has donated to the match arena and claimed your free codes in the match arena. You guys are great.
Yeah, so definitely adds
Potato
up.
fight. Potato fight. Potato fight.
Potato
Mashed
fight
potato.
would be so painful. I'm just imagining
Mashed
people
potato.
throwing potatoes. It's like rocks.
When we were at CEO and Ren was in the bracket and everything, so he's a famous Japanese Charlotta player, if like you're not familiar. And I basically just said somebody brought the Japanese potato cannon and just fired it on NA, and everybody died.
Yep, one shot's all it takes. Oh yeah.
Oh,
True
I'm
Charlotta
feeling
experience
it
right
now. I'm really feeling it now.
Fly high, no lie.
This is
JA.
everything. This is everything I thought it was gonna be.
Yes. Heaving it up off this combo.
Oh, you
Ooh, the
props for
low.
for the color coding, by the way.
Went for the EX, but no punish. I think. Do you still have to sway the second hit of the EX reversal from Charlotta? I feel like
I have
it
no
goes up,
idea.
and then you're supposed to sway the falling down hit and then punish.
Wait, what does
Otherwise,
that
it's
mean?
like when the reversal goes off,
Spot
you see the
dodge.
one that's like the DP, and then you get to spot
Oh.
dodge. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can spot dodge the second hit. Yeah, next to you.
I think that like it used to be that if you didn't spot dodge the second hit, your punish was like total garbage. Like she was spaced away and only a little bit minus. But
I think most people get like a 7-frame punish, I think, or 7 or
happy
8
with
frame
that.
punish. Yeah.
oh, the sweep doesn't go off. And just spend the blocker ball. You know, you're in the corner. You're trying to get some leverage here. You might as well cash out. You might be blocking until that next one comes back up anyway.
Oh my god, there's so much jump in, jump out.
Yes. The other thing with this character is that their anti-airs aren't like incredibly good, so you are very feast or famine on offense.
Yeah, definitely.
Like jump out's coming. Nope, Blanca. Okay, nice.
the
There you go.
DP?
That's the way you do it.
The only anti-air Charlotta had for a very long time.
Believe in victory.
Yeah, you see the jump back jab sometimes. That's a good way to, you know, try to get something going. But DP definitely worth spending in that situation. Nice.
Oh,
Ooh,
blocks
block.
the DP. Not really
No
able to
punish.
get a full conversion. Parries the jump in.
All right, pressure's on. Overhead. We jump in. Oh no! He gets clipped by the normal one too. That wall bounce.
Just back and
Oh yeah! Charlotta mirror. That's what I came here for. We all knew it would happen. Oh yeah, a little slow on the punish there. I don't think those fierces quite work for that one, but we got the corner. Okay, I'm -2. See what happens. Ooh, the block. No punish on that either. That's crazy. Yo, good counter though.
Battle 2. Engage.
All right, we're in neutral.
Just-
We're throwing
yep.
Blanca balls. Charlotta ball.
This is the Charlotta neutral.
Yep. We're sitting
Ball,
at
parry,
perfect
jump
ball
in.
range. Nice.
Tried to go for the cross up, but Charlotta's just a little too
Oh.
too small.
Too small. Half the ball. Okay, good punish there. And we're going for a demon flip. Oh, counter hit. Doesn't get the follow up though. Okay. High pressure. Sways, but gets clobbered. Not full animation though. That's interesting.
Oh, the DP to fight back.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
oh
The
no!
overhead.
Ah, wait, what?
Please. Your plate. Wow. Okay. All right. DP came through. You know, you coming to terms with things like that, like a drop combo, and then just being able to like slowly roll and say, okay, I'm just gonna wait for the jump in. I'm fine. Like that's really important, and that was something that SpaceMusketeer was able to do there. Also, looking at match point, lest we forget. That's
Yeah,
the big
no
fierce.
matter what happens today, a Charlotta will win this match.
That's true. Yeah, this is 6-4 Charlotta.
Charlotta's
Oh.
just guaranteed to win this matchup. It's free.
Big overhead and the cross up jump out. Be out of this corner, please. Nice.
The
Takes
demon
the
flip
overhead.
next.
Yeah, SpaceMusketeer.
No, that's late. It's late. It's late.
Safe.
Oh,
Not
we
safe.
pressed the button.
Never a save. I think that's gonna kill too.
No,
That
it
was
was
just
safe. I didn't know he pressed the button right after. Oh.
no one's safe. Yes.
No one's safe from the potato.
Charlotta. Well, I think we got what we wanted. We saw a Clash EX Charlotta ball.
Yep.
We saw a -2 super.
Check.
We saw an anti-air super.
Check.
We saw corner pressure last for like 4 seconds.
Check.
So I think I got everything I need from that matchup. What about you
And
guys?
we saw the
you
whip
guys feel good?
carries.
Dude, if this
Yep.
was a drinking game, I'd be dead right now.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah, just a tiny, teeny, tiny little sip every time someone throws Charlotta ball in neutral.
No, Charlotta
baby
ball?
sip.
You're actually trying to kill people.
Just a tiny little sip, not a lot.
All right. Lennox, Nickle, get in here. Winners final. First to 3.
I'm so excited.
Now, I did play this matchup with Lennox like hundreds of times, but that was like in probably October of last year. So I don't know how much of that has stuck around, but I think this is a tough match, but it's the same advantage state that Nara always has, which is if you do get that hit, you can explode them with all your cooldowns, which is good. You know, but I think that it is really hard to control Lancelot if they have the offense. You definitely want to use those reversals. Nickle going to show those early on, say you have to bait this, otherwise you're going to take damage and never start pressure, like full out.
Really interested in seeing how Nickle is going to handle this like uber aggressive like playstyle that Lennox has.
It can be really tough. I think anti-airing is really difficult, especially on the reversal. You know, you don't want to be wrong about it being the held version and get counter hit. So you have to play pretty conservatively with some of those things, but there are OSs that you can do to get around Lennox's defensive options.
Yeah, I think I think you just have to be ready for the turbulence when it happens.
Ooh, good jump.
Ooh, the throw.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
spot
please don't
dodge.
get nice spot dodge.
Oh, not able
no
to
punish,
punish.
unfortunately. I think Lennox told me that move is more minus now than it used to be too. So if you do have the opportunity to block it, obviously Nickle is running there, but you can now get a decent punish off of it. Oh,
Oh, yep.
The mix.
Correct use of the block button.
yes,
I love
block
it.
button, very important. Good stagger pressure here from Lennox. And Nickle just looking for a way out. Ooh,
Yep,
wait!
punishes that wreck of Ender.
Lennox happy to use that third one to catch someone off guard who's trying to take their turn back, but Nickle is ready.
Also ready to block those overheads. Oh, tried to DP some stagger pressure, but finds himself in the corner now. Mashes
Wow.
out. Ooh,
Here we take this. Not a big deal. Oh!
the unblockable.
Classic plus on throw whiff. Nice pressure.
I love the stagger pressure. Got him
Yeah,
in the
getting
corner.
The double medium, that's been really consistent for Nickle tonight.
It is so hard. Nickle was trying to 2H the wall dive. It is so hard to 2H, especially from that angle right there.
Yeah.
He's very patient. Finds his way out of the corner. Ooh, that's huge!
Oh, it's over.
Nickle with the anti-air conversion. He
Don't
got
drop
it.
those. That's
I'm
what
not
I'm
dropping
saying.
this
You know, you could be flailing, trying to like fight for your life against Lance, and then you get that one corner swap, and you got all your cooldowns.
Believe in victory.
He's dead.
It's over.
One. Engage.
So Nickle taking that one up. Trying to find a nice tag in neutral with that running slash.
Yeah. Oh, that sweep a little too close with minus and punishable.
So yeah, there's the turbulence. Can be hard to deal with, especially if it's like mid block string. So always good to, you know, not necessarily try to challenge it if you don't have like a clear answer.
Oh, that wall dive is paying dividends for Lennox here. He gets himself out of the corner, pushes
Oh, no.
Nickle into the corner. Open Nickle fights back with the close heavy
Oh,
into
tricky.
side switch. Oh,
Nice
calls out the
throw.
wall dive. None of that. That's plus. You can't mash on that.
This is damage.
Damage. He cashes out early.
I don't think this one will kill.
It's not gonna kill.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't gonna kill if he kept going. Anyway,
Jump
so.
low, good blocks, but no,
And the
gets a little
2
squirrely.
ends. Or is that sweep? No, that's sweep.
That might have been 2 up. Okay. Conversion. We have the corner. We're blocking. We're sliding.
Punches that whiff. DQ's
Nice.
out.
Pressure. Oh, the overhead after
For the
2.
mix. Uh-oh. Whoa.
Oh my god. Careful now. Okay, good overhead. And
Lennox
honestly,
is just trying to run the gauntlet of like mix on him. Oh, gets out of the corner. This is huge.
This man a block button stat. Hurting.
Reset.
Ooh, doesn't convert. Okay,
Ooh,
nice. Good
yes,
knockdown.
fireball.
Huge
Stagger
pressure here.
Spooky. Oh no! Got clipped by the crossover.
That's definitely
Lennox
gonna kill.
pulling a round out of his pocket.
Yeah, definitely a lot of like full-on like judo throw turnarounds here between the cross throughs for Narmaya or the super there and turbulence. There's a lot of like changing hands of the turn. You know, it never feels like it's either person's turn.
It's very dynamic.
Trying to poke out with the 5L.
That was scary. That was almost an air unblockable.
Yeah, Lennox definitely can capitalize off those two. I've experienced it firsthand. A little bit of pressure. Nice walk back, getting the slide. Might
Nickle's
start to
defense is
hurt those.
on point.
Oh,
Gets hit by the side switch yet again. Block button DLC.
Yeah, look how much damage this does too, right? Like that's the catch out, and that's all from holding back. Like that was some standard blocking.
Whoa.
Got crossed up. Wow, what a sweep.
Wow.
Okay, drill blade. Not as scary now as it used to be.
Yeah.
That would have been a plus situation back in the day, but we're feeling good.
Nickle just
And
taking his time.
nice.
Oh, catches
That
him with
nice
the
sick.
neutral. Oh my god, the slashes from downtown taking out Lennox.
Especially hard.
All right, it is a first to 3 because we're in winners finals, so Lennox could still potentially get the reverse sweep.
Yep, definitely. The cross throughs are hurting Lennox in this matchup so far, but that is something that you can adjust to. It's a very sort of like clear cut win condition, and so we'll see if Lennox can find the answer there.
Oh my god, Nickle is ready for these jump
Oh, we
outs.
jumping out.
He's not having any of it. Oh,
A little bit of damage. Nope. Lance doesn't really have that huge mid screen unless you get a unique situation.
oh, ready to air.
Nice. Ooh, good pickup.
Hold a crossover.
Okay.
All right, we're back in the
Classic
corner.
crossover. Good blocks on the overhead. Nice DP. Everything coming up, Nickle here. Oh, the
Oh,
throw.
that was close.
No regrets.
Uh-oh.
Punish?
No, not
Too
able to
far.
punish that DP. Oh,
The trade? Scary? Wow,
oh, the 2H.
so ready.
Let's go.
Nickle's seen that wall dive 100 times. Just it was coming. There was nothing else it could be.
Oh, he's so ready. I can feel Nickle's like burning determination to graduate this time around. He is a long
yeah.
time beginner, intermediate, entrant, and oh my god, he is ready. He's ready to
overhead.
go.
It's all right. Slow it down. This isn't match point. It's just another round. You know, you gotta just do that damage.
Yeah. Lennox trying to throw the kitchen wall at him in terms of mix.
And the
Has
swing
to
out
break
of
his
the
mental.
So good. Ooh, we take those. Good trade. Big
Oh,
damage.
oh. Is he gonna
Nice
catch
cooldowns.
out? Not
Yeah,
yet.
saving it. Next hit'll do it.
Oh, tried to shimmy him! Oh, okay, he used it to get out of the
Far.
corner. Ooh,
Good take.
clips him by firing the fireball. Ooh, wait, did that
Wait, is
connect?
that too far?
No! Wait,
Yes, please press your buttons. It's not
I
over
thought he
till
was
it's
not-
over.
I thought he was dead, he let
Yeah,
go!
he definitely thought he was dead. Wow.
Oh,
All right. Well,
no.
Nickle goes to Grants. We're gonna call that a clean dub. That follow up right here, the chase down into this quick pressure, and that confirm. I mean, if that was SSBA, that would have been a clean hit. And 2-button combo, no auto combo, just so ready for the confirm. Nickle definitely showing that they have what it takes to be in grand finals. And you know, here they are, really strong. Lots of great callouts in that matchup, which you got to know the matchup to win against Lancelot. And I think that they played it really perfectly.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Nickle looking so good in that. I'm so excited.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we're going into losers semis now. This is back down to first to 2.
And we still have 4 match arena codes remaining. Please, please, please finish off those match arena codes. It helps support the players, but it also helps make sure that Imp can continue to have match arena codes for these tournaments at all, because match arena really cares about whether the tournament organizers finish these codes or not. So please, 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 if you have not already,
Sponsor quests as well go a long way to getting us more codes eventually.
Alright, Carrie starting off real strong with the pressure here. Jumps the pogo.
Ooh, fake jump over. Oh, the clash?
Oh,
I don't think
boy.
I've ever seen Charlotta lose a clash.
Decided not to cash out for SBA there, SpaceMusketeer, but gets the
Nice
heavy DP.
Yeah, sometimes when you're having that like freight train offense going, it's hard to remember that your meter's building up, right? Like you're just thinking about getting the knockdown, getting the next hit, and like you have to check those resources, because I feel like I'm usually looking at my bars when I'm dying.
Yeah.
Nice DP. All right.
I've been trying to make myself look at the... What?
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
We got the Gary mod physics in the house. Ooh, the low blocks. No punish. Out of there. Nice. Ball from full screen.
I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about... Oh my god, what?
Holy crap. You cannot leave. The corner is where you live now. I'm sorry.
My god. If
Not
that
done
was
with the
a
paperwork
read,
here.
that was one hell of a read. Oh
All right,
my
bizarre.
god.
Nothing quite like a Charlotta match to really throw the funnies in, you know? Like, ooh, big hit. Oh, it stops it early.
decided
Clever.
Not to go for the third one, but just went for slow instead.
Sweep not gonna punish there. Need a little faster.
Oh no.
Whoop.
Gets the wall bounce. Reset.
Okay, parry goes off. Oh, looking for an A there, but again, the jump art couldn't find it. Nice DP.
Into
the
the run-up throw. Into the overhead.
Classic. Cycling through the cooldowns, you know, again, spending your resources, saying, like, these are the things that make me, like, have advantage. So, getting all the opportunities you can to get the most out of this. Nice parry.
Oh, the
Oof.
crossover. Oh, and
no.
he teched the overhead. That's huge for Musketeer.
And it's gonna scale, going for the sweep, keeping those cooldowns ready. Oh!
Oh my god. Oh my.
Okay, this is the chance. Alright, this is still in the corner though. Get the
Oh,
parry.
gets the Rhapsody.
Good follow-up.
SSBA now available for both players. Uh-oh. Oh.
Wow, and the
No!
tag.
Oh, he
Should have
tried
spent
to
it.
SSBA.
One more
Oh,
chance.
No! He blocked
Was this what you were
it.
asking
He
for?
blocked
Good
it.
block. Oh
No!
no! Are you kidding? Okay, finish this one. Oh!
Oh, and he went for the
Goes
reset
to the Knicks
too.
anyway.
Oh, I'm dead.
You know, it was a massive scramble. Everyone's scrambling there, but we both know who wins the scramble. Charlotta wins the scramble, flat out.
Oh, I need a minute. I need a minute.
Nope.
Oh, that was a lot of
Demon
spaghetti.
flip. I mean, by that time you're already shook. Your punish didn't work out. You think it's over, and then someone crosses you up and goes low half of a jump. Like, you're not blocking that. No chance.
All right, when the call out, the hard call out from the SSBA to catch Carrie's jump out happened, I was mentally broken. I was done.
Yep. Yeah, I
If
think
somebody
from the
did
start
that
there.
to me in a bracket, I would just DQ right there. I'm like, I'm done.
They got me.
They're reading my mind right now. They work for the FBI, and I'm out. I won't tolerate this. They've read my file and everything. They know.
Somebody donated too right after that happened.
Oh shit!
Let's go.
It's Treefolio with $13, rounding us out at $100.
100,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Pot tonight.
love that triple
Thank you so
digits. Thank you, Tree. Appreciate that.
We still have 4
Thank you for
codes
coming
left
through.
though.
Yeah, that's another $1. Anyone can contribute to this if you haven't already. It's free money. It's nice to see that say 0 codes left. And like these guys were saying, you know, Matcherino gets to see these numbers, and if they're seeing the codes disappear week after week, you know, it means that these guys can get more of them, and also that they could be worth more. I know I've seen some places they're 50 cents, whatever. Like, if that's double the prices. Like that tacks another 10, 15 bucks onto the prize pool at the end of the day. It goes a long way. You know, you enter one of these things for fun, you make a brick, and then like at this point, first place can buy this whole game with DLC again. Like,
Yeah.
you know, come Tuesday, like it's a good prize pool. It's exciting to see some money going into this stuff and getting people pay for their time, for the entertainment, for the wild trades. So it doesn't cost you anything. If you haven't done it already, go on there, press the button. You know, keep that login info handy, and you can do it on every single one of these that gets posted.
Yep.
Like, run the online circuit, and you could be basically like shelling out like a lot of money to people for no cost of your own over the course of the year.
It takes like 5 seconds.
It's so easy.
All right, SpaceMusketeer Lennox, losers finals. So we're in top 3 now.
Alright, I really hope I'm kind of excited because I know Lennox had committed to commentating for another bracket at 7 o'clock, but like I really want him to make it because there's money on the line. He's gotten so far.
Yeah, he just has to speed. If he can win losers finals and grands and the reset in 5 minutes, then
GBVS speedrun?
Yeah, just speedrun it.
Is this awesome games done quick? Let's go.
Yeah, you have to frame skip through the Charlotta super.
Alright, let's see it, Lennox. Hope he has the skill to be able to pull this out. SpaceMusketeer starting strong with ball. Jumps out of the corner.
Thinking. Okay. Fireball does not go off. Charlotta right here, right now.
Oh, the proximity normals.
Ooh, good crossover.
The crossover.
And more importantly, the corner, right? Like, you get a little bit of damage there, but really you just want to be right in Charlotta's face, have them facing out. Overhead. Oh yeah, nice.
Peace out. Oh,
super.
He got mixed up by the jump. He thought he was gonna cross over.
Scary now. Did not have full SSBA there, but didn't need it either. And even after the scaling from the auto combo, did just enough. Nice call out.
We're huge fans of button into overhead tonight. I've seen this a lot.
Lennox trying to develop fireball here and getting smoked a couple times now. Good punish. There we go.
There we go. Gets the momentum that he wants.
Yep.
The backs out for the sweep. Oh.
Oh, a little too high up, but we take those.
Oh, and
no.
Gets the counter hit.
Caught SpaceMusketeer trying to press out. There we go. That's the fireball's not going to work.
So cool.
Rollerblade will do it. Oh wow, nice parry.
Uses turbulence to get himself out of the pressure.
Yeah, and look how fast Lennox had the corner again, but losing it here, waiting to take their turn. Trying to play it slow. Good punish. No follow-up.
There we go. Gets that hit confirmed. Gets his pressure. Oh my god.
And I've seen that.
Smashing out.
That's supposed to be plus there, but it looks like the slide was a little bit late. Okay.
Oh,
Cash is out for SB. That's gonna kill.
It scales really poorly, but I think SpaceMusketeer is
enough.
dead. I think it's enough. Yeah, okay. I've lived off of that so many times that now it's like the opposite of like will it kill? It's like we'll see. I don't know.
You know, it's Lancelot, it's Zeta. It probably won't kill, and then you're surprised when it does.
Yeah, you're like, oh, good for them.
Oh, that huge turbulence, able to score a counter hit.
He comes out. Take those. Oh, the overhead, and then Lennox trying to flail out there.
Yeah. And the overhead again.
Ooh, the ball. No follow-up.
Oh my god, the stagger on the hands.
I was expecting a pick up there just off of EX, but it was kind of wonky, so Space couldn't get it, but it does find the DP after the fact. Gonna rack up a round. Alright, Rollerblade and Nooch, we got those. You know, the Charlotta ball is very well known, but I think that Lance can definitely match it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these rounds have opened up with Blade versus Ball, and it just, like, who pressed theirs first. Oh, the cross-up. Waits for the parry, but... Alright, we're back in neutral.
Ooh, good slide.
Lennox wants to open Musketeer up. Oh.
Oh yeah, you see those 5Ls. Ooh. Jumping out. Oh boy. It's the raw super. And not even SSBA, just like something to, you know, just do a little bit of damage, reverse the situation. Oh, turbulence!
Oh, that's gonna do it.
Coming together. Off that wake up super.
Trying to keep some space, goes for the Gorilla Blade, gets his Rekka. He's in, and he's out.
Not all the way out though. You know, a lot of ground can cover. Well, turbulence will definitely do it, but I feel like Lance puts someone in the corner so fast. All right, pressure's on.
Jump out of pressure.
Nice jump out. That was perfect. Just the fadeaway A, and the damage. Space Musketeer are gonna even it up. That was clutch.
Yeah. Our 1-1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Just
Oh
round
my
start,
God.
super jump A. Come at me.
Ooh,
call
was
out on the
ready for the
turbulence.
turbulence.
No,
Oh.
Another one. Not willing to spend the cooldowns here, but kind of on a roll.
Oh
Perfect
my
coming up
God.
with Space Musketeer in losers finals on this third game. Really good look for them as they built some momentum coming into the set. Lock overhead. Oh, and the crossover. Mixy.
It's hard
Nice.
when, like, you know, Space Musketeer is just setting up so many of these, like, scrambly reset situations where you weren't expecting it.
Oh, they wanted the Gorilla Blade,
that's
but
huge.
I'm not
Oh.
gonna have it.
And a little early on the throw as well.
Good stagger, but no confirm. Fireball coming out, going for the super, just trying to get in there. Nice cross up.
Alright.
Okay, so pressure's on. Not a lot you can do about the fireball of your Charlotta.
Lennox
Sweet.
is trying to be careful. Baits
block.
the DP.
Punish?
Oh.
No! A little too slow. Okay, turbulence comes through.
Passes up
Getting
for the
hit.
SBA.
This is gonna scale. A little rough. I think we are still at sort of a one-touch situation.
Oh.
That jump's safe?
Oh.
That jump is not safe.
That's gonna do it.
Space Musketeer going up 2-1. That jump is never safe. If SSBA is on deck from Charlotta, you could be like crouch blocking, it's still gonna hit you. Okay, falling out. Oh, the recovery on that's so fast.
It's so fast. Oh,
Okay, we're out of there.
Turbulence out.
Just throw. Ooh.
Oh.
Not dealing with the mix. Overhead. Wake up overhead has been working out really well for Space Musketeer. Lennox has to find ways around that. The damage definitely adds up. Fireball out of here.
Ready for the anti-air, but no conversion. Oh my
the
god.
Offense DP, love to see it. Okay, throw. Going for the low. Nice
Maybe
blocks. Wow.
Passes
Caught you
up for
slipping.
SBA.
Pretty good damage.
I think this puts her in like throw range, a little more than throw range.
It's all gonna be about the interaction after that. Oh no. Oh, the cross up.
No. Oh!
Wasn't ready. I don't know if the hands just didn't come out or what happened there, but either way, SpaceMusketeer on match point.
Oh, what?
Okay. Finding some neutral. Good hits. Nice. Good pickup.
Lennox wants to make every single hit count. Oh no, gets clipped by the DP.
Gotta do it. The damage Charlotta can output. You really have to make sure that it's an even race with those when you can, because
Yeah.
if you're mid-screen, you're not doing too much with him. But overhead, gonna rack up. Throw, nice.
Ooh.
Coming back around here, finding an offense.
I feel like it's just very snowbally. It's like whoever gets the momentum first and is able to keep it will just snowball the rest of the round.
For sure, and like you see the escapes make a huge difference. It's the times when Charlotta can jump out of pressure, or the times when Turbulence here reverses the stage presence, and suddenly you're in the corner. There's so much room for this match to be like sort of flipped on its side. Really difficult to control. Oh, the slide baited. Nope. Launch the ball. Ooh, DP gonna connect. And a lot of damage on the board. Lennox sort of being chipped away. Life bar dwindling.
Oh,
nice
tried to go
pickup.
for something.
No follow-up. Chip damage, adding up. Looking for ball. Oh no.
Lennox really trying to take
Very
his time
mobile.
here. Oh, gets clipped by the
Tries to swing on EX ball. Recovery and whiff too fast. SpaceMusketeer going to find those last few hits necessary and advance and back into grand finals. Good stuff to Lennox. Making it up to the top here. Third place tonight.
Definitely a really strong showing from him tonight.
Just a little bit of a matchup fuzziness, I think, on this. This EX Blanca ball coming out, and just, you want a jab check there because you're like, oh, they just messed up. It didn't hit. But by the time you're thinking about that punish, they're already right in your face. They're swinging buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Can be difficult to react to.
Oh, and shout outs to the guys who finished off our last 2 match arena codes. We are done.
Oh, nice. Okay. We had 2 more during the
Yep, they just wrapped up during the match, I think. So we're at $101.
Nice.
And as we go into grand finals with Nickle in the winner's side and SpaceMusketeer, who's gonna have to pull off the bracket reset in order to have a chance at winning it all.
Now, Nickle did beat Soul Rava earlier in order to get up to this top place, so they have a little experience against Charlotta in the matchup. See if it comes in handy here, if there's any particular callouts. But gonna start with some loopy mix. Get jumped in on. It's a Charlotta moment. It's okay.
Oh no, got jumped in on again.
Damage. Block on the overhead. And
ready
finds
to
that.
end here.
Oh, sick. Good conversion, too. Alright, good pickup. Close to the corner.
Nickle just taking his time, not overcommitting.
Good play. Okay, gets thrown. SpaceMusketeer found that patience and capitalized on it.
Yeah.
And really slowly chipping away at the health bar here. Really good job of noticing, that there was a certain caution in Nickle's playstyle, and finds the damage where it comes together. Like, really hard to do sometimes if you're playing such a strong offense the whole tournament. Changing that up, you can see the momentum's change a lot. Oh no.
Oh.
Chilling.
The stare down.
No one wants to get hit. Okay, good. Good pressure. Keeping it full screen, I think, is good for Narmaya, when possible.
He has to give himself room to like react to the balls as well, or like stuff it out at least. Ooh, Cash is up for SBA.
Oh, I think that's. Oh, that got hit. Nice. Oh, I think that almost killed.
Just
Yeah.
barely not. able
Nice
to close it
punish.
out, but yep, punishes the DP.
At 5-frame light, your far light and your close light are the same with this character, so you can always get your auto combo. Nice way to guarantee a good punish on that move. Big DP. Let's go. All right, throw attack.
Oh my god.
Ooh, wall bounce wasn't ready.
Oh, I think Nickle's caught on.
Yep, DP out, throw bait. The jump in gets punished. SpaceMusketeer going for the throw, only needs a little bit more damage here. Nickle blocks the low. Honestly, you know, we've seen this before where the cash out is available, but no. Small 2L gonna take that round for SpaceMusketeer, going up 1-0. Now SpaceMusketeer has to win 2 sets here, so it's a long uphill climb, but their momentum so far has been really good. Huge games on Lennox.
I think Nickle's gonna be really, really determined to close it out as well. He's been wanting this graduation win for a long time.
Yeah, and it's, you know, really key to sort of like keep a level head. You take those losses slowly, you reflect, but you don't let them dwell, and just remember, you know, you can win the next one. So it's really important, the long grind. Make sure that works for you.
And it's especially important that, like, because Charlotta is the kind of character where, oh my god, switch, you know, Charlotta can just snowball the fight and, like, have all these crazy, reset tactics and everything. Nickle really has to be able to keep his cool. Oh, gets the side switch. Oh, that's the combo. Oh.
Nice hit. Oh, no pickup there either.
No, just standard DP!
Oh, it was coming sooner or later, but Nickle not quite ready for it there. Some of those conversions can be really tricky with Narmaya in the corner if you have the wrong cooldowns or you're trying to use the ones you've used before. Okay, a lot of pressure, good tech. We're swinging in neutral here, big buttons. Nice DP.
SpaceMusketeer always ready to DP these jump-ins.
Yeah, using it as a really good anti-air tool rather than just a way to get out.
Side switch.
The cross round. We take those.
Knockdown with Fireball.
Nickle's looking mighty safe.
Oh,
nice
anti-air.
Ooh, good pick too.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
he ran. Oh, he's able to block in time. Huge.
Nice. Okay, Nickle takes a round here.
Nickle down, but now not out. As we go into round 3, he really wants this.
A DP checking the neutral buttons. Oh no, misses on the Charlotta ball. Okay, Nickle wants out. I can tell.
Yep. Oh, jumps out.
Good jump. We take those.
He's out of the corner now.
A little late on the reaction to the overhead, but still living. Nice hit. Trying to bait something.
Oh, gets punished for that.
That could be it.
Oh.
Sweep doesn't connect.
Oh no! I think he was trying to go for some
little
confirm
far.
or something. Oh.
SpaceMusketeer up 2-0.
All right.
Really good, neutral play and like interrupting the space normals with DP just to get the knockdown to get some pressure started.
Taking a second there to just chill out a little bit.
And again, keeping it a little long range. Tries to go in, but does get stuffed again. Can't jump in on this person.
Yeah.
The throw.
Ooh,
good hit on the demon flip. All right, nice. A little bit of mix.
Goes for the frame trap.
Oh no! Too gnarly. Good blocks.
Trying not to
Doesn't
take
play
these
to the
overheads.
Oh, we out of here.
Oh,
Nothing on the jump. Super
Alright.
does connect. Still living.
The Space Musketeer has spent his meter on Super. Nickle still has it.
Crossover.
Oh, spends it.
That's gonna hit.
That's gonna kill. Woo!
Yeah, didn't have full animation, but it does plenty of damage on its own. Really good pickup from Nickle. And knowing that that's not like up close too, you can't burn your other cooldowns spending it.
Oh, goes for the jump over to make the DP whiff. Smart move.
Yep. Punish.
Oh,
Ooh,
just a little late on 2H.
Gonna be big damage. Oh, misses the combo. It's alright. Jumping in.
He's kind of got a
Ooh,
read
the
on
cross.
these overheads now.
I'd be ready. Doesn't get the conversion.
Oh,
Some damage here. Great
that's
pickup.
huge. Nickle closing it out.
I think that kills.
Putting himself
Let's
on the
go.
board.
One on the
1-2.
board. So you can see Nickle's combos are like tightening up into this set. Just maybe need a little bit of a warm up, kind of, show why they're in grands here. Another great call out with that DP. It's been working so well. sitting, waiting. Ooh, the crossover. Oh, gets out of the
run
corner.
under?
I love it.
Oh,
Nice
the
TP.
Yo! What the heck?
Oh, nice parry. Okay. Change sides again. Sort of a game of leapfrog.
Oh, the jump
having...
over.
Yeah,
Oh,
what a
I
punish.
think he's figured it out. I think he's found the answer.
And
Oh,
again.
this is a huge pickup.
Nice. Okay.
Yo.
Yep. Finding the corner pressure. Combos are coming in clutch again. And, you know, SpaceMusketeer's anti-airs are really good, but Nickle is not giving them very many opportunities to get the corner damage going, and some of those combos have been dropping.
Yeah. And especially because, like, sometimes SpaceMusketeer isn't closing out those corner combos and Obsta goes for reset. I think there's a lot of damage that's not getting accounted for, and Nickle starting to tighten up some of these combos, and I think it's making all the difference.
Nice. Just sort of a syncopated pressure here in neutral.
Oh,
Big
the anti-air!
pickup.
Oh,
Oh,
the
misses
flip!
a hit. Alright.
Ah. Alright, that DP did connect. Tries to go for throw. Throw again.
Throw again. As long as they tech those imperfectly, you're still doing damage, so might as well. And big hit.
Big
This
hit.
could be it.
That will it kill?
So close.
Just barely.
Oh, I love that jump out. Oh, we're doing it.
Jab. Oh,
Yes.
punish.
Nice jab. Alright, tell me. Are we sad?
No,
Nope, still living.
we're still living. It's fine. Oh, the demon flip blocks.
Below.
The flip.
Oh, the cross through.
Let's go.
Evening it up
Nickle
2-2.
tied it up 2-2. I'm
Alright,
sorry, I'm
Space-
getting excited. I gotta.
I mean, this would be a big W for Nickle. Obviously, we want to
Alright.
see it. I do want to see some more matches. I'm hoping SpaceMusketeer can turn this one around, keep the pressure on. They've definitely shown the reason why they're up here. Beat plenty of good players tonight and do have those great anti-airs on lock. I think if the combos tighten up a little bit, we're going to have a real match here. Great throw. Love the throw pressure.
Ooh,
Big
ooh,
overhead.
that was very close to getting a counter hit.
Hands, keep it simple. Nice. Ooh. Keeping it in the corner. Really good control in this round. And we're swinging.
Fast round. No, went for sweep.
Did not land.
Oh, the recovery on the ball.
Again, the whiff Charlotta ball just like really bringing some advantage to SpaceMusketeer here. Wow, the jump out, but no. You thought
The backwards moon flip to catch the neutral jump. That was pretty sick.
jab out of the overhead.
Oh,
no,
tried
no
to
punish.
punish the DP, but a little too early.
Oh, maybe a little too
okay.
early as well.
Alright, jumps the throw.
We'll just need to slow it down.
Alright.
Oh, big counter hit.
Counter hit.
Yeah, sweep just not landing. It maybe has to go for an easier combo just to make sure that it works, but Nickle not going to want to give them a chance.
Oh, this
Huge
is
damage
huge.
here.
Cash out? Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Is it gonna kill?
I think that might be it.
No,
This does a ton of damage.
it's not.
Oh, it's so
Definitely not.
close. Okay, one more interaction.
Alright.
We got a hard knockdown.
Oh,
the bounce. Wasn't
able to
ready.
convert. Oh, the staggered
There's no
SSBA!
jab.
Blocks it! Yes!
Nice. Okay, match point for both players here in the set.
Battle 3, engage.
Tournament point. This determines who wins and who gets a potential bracket reset.
And amazing DPs from SpaceMusketeer this whole game.
Oh, the strike throw.
Huge throw. Throw's finally coming
Oh.
online for Nickle.
The delay DP catching Nickle. Here comes the Charlotta pressure. Goes for sweep. Goes for throw.
Good throw.
Nickle does not
hit.
want to be in the corner.
Follow up.
Goes for the side switch yet again. Knockdown
knockdown.
with the fireball.
Oh.
Oh.
Air to air, but no pickup.
Already the anti-air.
Oh no!
Yes!
Nickle takes it 3-2. Amazing set, and finally kicked all the way out of this tournament. You are done here. Welcome to intermediate / master level.
Let's fucking go! You're fucking disqualified, Nickle!
Yeah, you're
Let's
super disqualified.
go!
The golden boot. Look at
You're
this pickup.
fucking out!
He had the reverse 3-0.
Yeah, down 2 matches, and You know, like that's what I was saying. It's a grind, and you're in that grand finals. Pressure's on. Like the most important thing to do is to slow it down at that point, right? Like you have to find ways to like not feel like you're on the bad end of the snowball. And Nickle put it together, tightened up, did the damage. Like you got that W.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know he's been grinding and gunning for it for a while. He got close, I think, before in some earlier tournaments, and then just it kept evading him. So I'm stoked. I'm stoked. Congratulations. I'm sure he's popping off like hardcore right now.
Yeah, Nickle's furniture is toast at this point.
Dude, also, though, good stuff to SpaceMusketeer, who went into losers after their first game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
all the way
and
back
they
to the
had
bottom of the
a
bracket.
one hell of a losers run all the way into grand finals. You
Yeah,
kept calm
that's-
after
I mean,
winning?
that
I
is-
would have lost my mind, Nickle.
That is a process.
Yeah,
And
imagine.
yeah, like here, not only that, but also if you look at the losers run, everything is a 2-0. Except for Lennox, which was 3-1. Just smoked. GG, bye-bye. I have to go. I'm needed in grands. Like huge like rampage in losers. So definitely a good run. You could see, like I said, why they were up there in grands at the end of it. Like had some really clutch like fundamentals. We're denying any sort of air approach, and just couldn't find the damage in the last set. But you know, Nickle did not make it easy for them. So good stuff to both players for sure.
What a great grand finals. I couldn't ask for anything more. Oh man.
It was solid. But yeah, if you guys were watching this and thinking, hey, I want to enter, these are every 2 weeks. We're going to have a short break at the end of December, kind of for the holidays, where we're not going to run anything. But generally speaking, we run this kind of like beginner intermediate bracket on Sundays bi-weekly. And then every other Wednesday, we have an open bracket that's open to anybody. So, Nickle now can no longer enter the beginner bracket because once you win, you're disqualified.
Welcome to the band club. Let's go.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see him on Wednesdays.
And if you're somebody who was thinking about, you know, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, now that with all the announcements about the sale and the new characters that we're getting, Vera, and like the actual natural disaster that is Avatar Belial, and you're thinking you want to get into this game or come back after an extended break, NAPC GBVS welcomes you back. It's definitely
Oh, that was the wrong one.
PC more active than PS4 these days, and there is a thriving Discord community if you're interested. Very easy to find matches in there. We do lobby nights every Wednesdays. There's like a whole list of tournaments that get posted every week, so you can stay up to date with what's going on. And if you're new to the game, you gotta learn that we have so many helpful people. So please, definitely check it out if you've been thinking about this game. And now that it's $20 to buy the base version and $50 to buy the entire game, including all the DLC, that's a steal, considering how much it cost previously to buy this game. So there's my shill. NAPC GBVS Discord link in the chat.
And they are going to keep supporting it. Like, they showed on the roadmap that they have patches and everything planned well into next year.
Yeah, there's also that the like, what characters do you want?
Yeah, they're definitely going to do another season
poll.
of DLC 100%.
Oh my
Which,
god,
I
please.
mean, you know, the game has what, like 1,000 characters in it at this point, like the RPG. So, I mean, at least 5 more would be nice. Like, I was thinking about whether or not this would be like the end of the road for this game, and it's just like, you're really gonna leave me with like 18 of the characters? Like, that's 2 parties. Like, I can't even do like tower with that, you know? So yeah, to see more of that would be great. And every character so far has been wonderful. I'm looking forward to the future of this game, even if we are still waiting on a little bit of a netcode majesty. You know, could come down the road. Hopefully, one of those character poll things. If you haven't answered that yet, tell me who your favorite Grand Blue character is, and tell me you want rollback. Be a lot of fun. But like Rowlet said, PC is thriving. I just got a computer that can run this thing, and I'm like holding off to buy it till it's live. But I got that link, and there's tons of people in there. They're talking all the time, feedback all the time, and the players that you if you've followed this game at all, the players that you think are the best in this country are on there answering questions and asking you for games.
Oh
So
yeah, absolutely. They're super
it's a
super
really
active.
cool. Communities like this, smaller games, you have a lot more access to the people that you need to talk to get better. So that's really special.
Do you guys have anything else coming up that you want to shout out before I do my normal shout outs?
I mean, I think we're all excited to go to Frosty's. I feel like I'm not running it or anything, but I'm excited to go there. I hope to see some of you folks there and play this game with you all. I don't have anything else on the line, so like
that's what I thought.
am trying to get back.
Are you not going to Boston Bluebeat? I assumed you were going to shout out Boston Bluebeat extent.
I should chill that because thank you, Lennox. That tournament is so good. I am going to try to go to that. I came to I have to get time off for that one, but that venue is great. The people that run that, every single event they run, they're like the most basic monthlies there. Everyone's so nice. Like, yeah, that tournament is looking great, and they just came off of a huge Blaze Blue bracket. Like, if you play any other games in these genres, I think they capped out at 128 yesterday for CF for
BBCF.
10-plus-year-old game. There's really good competition there. Everyone's very friendly, and Balance Patch is super cool, and they're gonna have the whole space, so it's essentially double the size of the hardware.
That's awesome.
So I'm hoping I'll get down to that. I'd really love to be in the mix, both on the sticks and on the comms. But if you have the opportunity to go there, it's a nice like quick 2-day tournament. But it's gonna be very warm, very friendly. You'll be surrounded by friends. It's really awesome. So yeah, if you are nearby, please check that out.
Nice. And then I run an offline monthly in New York. This month we're not running any of our normal games. We're kind of just doing like a cursed mystery game tournament on the 18th. So it's gonna be like random select, and we're gonna play really, really old cursed fighting games. But in March on the 19th and 20th, we're working with Lunar Phase, and we're gonna run a big 2-day event in New York, and we're gonna have Grand Blue there. So if you're in or around New York, join the Discord. We'll keep you updated with everything. Have the sign up link and everything soon, but it should be a good time.
Also, before we go, I think I saw Nickle wanted to do like a quick.
I'm gonna pull
comments.
Nickle in. I just want to do all the announcements and everything first.
I'm good on announcements, by the way.
All right.
I said my piece.
then real quick, tomorrow we have Uni at 7 p.m. Mashfest. I'm not sure how many Uni players we have in the chat. I know some people have been trying it, but that's always a good time. That's our open bracket. On Wednesday, we have Strive, and Facebook is giving us a $500 pot. So if you play Strive, could be worth entering. Hop in. That Sunday, we have our Uni beginner bracket, and then Monday the 20th, we have Mashfest, but it's Melty instead of Uni, where Facebook has also given us a $500 prize pool.
Amazing.
So we got a couple, a big pots coming up. So if you play either Melty or Strive, be sure to hop in those. Otherwise, after that, we're going to go on break for a couple weeks. We're going to do our Season 1 All-Stars from Grand Blue in January, along with the Uni All-Stars. I'm trying to commission some cool kind of like overlays and things specific to that event. So I'm going to be working on that during the break. But otherwise, let me pull Nickle in. I know he's got some stuff to shout out. He just needs to join another voice channel and I can drag him in. It's time to strive. It is Tree. Strive and Melty. Time for both.
Always.
Alright, let me make sure he's
There's
still
Nickle.
around.
I got him. I'm dragging him in.
I'm gonna be right back. It's good timing.
Hello. Are you muted, Nickle?
Hello? Hello? Oh,
There you go. Now we can hear you.
hello?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I just wanna thank everyone who supported me, honestly. I know this isn't like a big deal of a bracket in the end, but a lot of people know like how long I've played, and I've gotten frustrated before, but a lot of people didn't give up on me, and I wanted to thank them all. Honestly, shout out to the PC Discord. Rowlet, thank you so much. You've helped me a lot. I think they're in the chat. Shout outs to guys like Mix Up, SSK, all the Midwest guys. They've really taken me under their wing and really helped me out becoming a better player. Rogue's probably in there somewhere. Thank you for showing me Sweep SSBA. I didn't do it this time though, so oh well. I didn't get to do the Midwest special this time.
Is that the Midwest special?
It is, yeah. Sweep SSBA. You run up, sweep SSBA. They're never ready for it. Yeah, a lot of people know I've been playing in this bracket for a long time, a good while now. So, and yeah, it's just a nice little relief, and it's just nice to see that, you know, the work did end up paying off in the end.
Yeah.
Obviously excited for everything coming up. Honestly, you saw, everyone knows about the GB announcements. If you want to play the game, just give it a shot. If you got $20, honestly, even the base game is worth it. Just give it a shot. That's all we ask. I'm trying to think what else. There's so much right now. I'm still just kind of like, holy crap! I actually got it.
You did.
And
hopefully, we see you in the open brackets.
Oh yeah, I love supporting you guys. Oh, honestly, shout out to you, Impurist. You've been running great tournaments for Grand Blue for a good while now, and we really appreciate it. You've definitely gotten a lot of people into the game, and it's just great. We really appreciate you.
I mean, the Grand Blue community is awesome. I would have to say, hands down, it's the most consistent community I've seen. Like, there's a lot of people who like claim they love their game, but I feel like the Grand Blue players actually show up to everything.
Yeah,
which is rare. Like, there's so many different fighting game like little FGC sub communities that are like, go to your locals, and then those same people like don't show up. Exactly. People in Grand Blue are like, go to your locals, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna drag 5 of my friends with me.
Exactly. That's basically what I'm trying to do for Michigan right now. Just trying to drag people to stuff, and I think that's all I really wanted to say. Again, everyone who watched, who supported me for a long time, thank you. I'm not gonna drag it out any longer. I'll let you.
Congratulations again, dude. You deserved it 100%.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Cool.
Also, nerf Narmaya. Don't give her buffs. These buffs are lies. Don't fall for them.
She's too strong.
She's too strong, man. I got her nerfed because I won the tournament.
How could you? How could you?
I know. I'm the worst, you know. I'm a monster who wants to see Narmaya at the bottom of bottom, like negative Z tier. We need her that low, but she'll still be too powerful at that tier.
All right, cool.
All right, I'll stop now. Thank you.
No worries. I'm gonna send everybody to Diaphone.
Yo, shouts to Diaphone, by the way. He's pretty cool.
Yeah. He's sick. I know he's
excited.
Did
you see that sick HPA entrance he did at CEO?
I did.
Dude, that was awesome.
That was sick. I watched it in person. Oh my god, it was so hype. I was just screaming Soya from like the back right corner the whole time.
Well, you can tell him that right now. But
oh, he knows.
I'm gonna catch you all later. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully we see you at some of our other events, both Grand Blue and otherwise. We finished all the codes, so I don't have a shield to that. But if you got top 3 today, make sure to join the Matcherino. And otherwise, we'll catch you later.
Yeah,
See ya.
See you guys around.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Take care.